I'd be running up out of that bitch.
What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday night, and you know what we do? We are live. Nice Guy Indie Podcast. We watch wrestling, and I don't know what the sound is. Kind of funny. What the fuck?
It's the
Might
fan.
be the fan.
Sounds like the airport.
Yeah, it sounds like the airport.
Yeah.
It's these
Donnie,
fans
what would you
down
do?
Are we
Hey.
live?
Where?
Every man loves
Yeah.
beer more than they do pussy. But I'm telling you now, you want pussy? Make sure that don't stink, because fellas,
That's what we're opening up with.
turn your head.
Yes, I know,
Turn
right?
your damn head.
Johnny, what's wrong with you?
Oh my God!
Hey.
That's what we're opening up
That's
with.
what we're
Hey, I'm
opening.
just saying.
You gonna run from it, Johnny?
Well, as
You
we were
run from
saying
that
off,
stink.
we were having this conversation offline, I guess, and Johnny just kind of
Johnny's tore
Bro-
her up about the stinky.
brung it online to us.
I mean, you don't want that stink inside your nostrils now, Andy.
Johnny's tore her up about the stinky.
I mean, even the Echo agrees with me. Don't touch it if it stinks, and if you love beer, go for the beer.
What if she can't help it, Johnny?
Maybe she got a medical
Well, she got
condition.
Run the hell up out of that bitch, even if you can't. I mean, trust me, you ain't got the stomach for it, because you go to try
What's up, Diego?
and man up.
Johnny, you don't just man through it or what?
You
What
go
if you
to try.
just what if you just turn your head to the side and just power through?
Yeah,
what
you
if
can
you
do that. Just make sure that you don't turn your head back, because as soon as you do, you unconscious.
Just hammer through it, man. Just hammer through it.
Hammer through it, yeah, all that long.
Guys, it's Nice Guy Indie Podcast. You know what we do. We watch wrestling. We talk to wrestlers. We got Bobby. We got Bear Steele.
We got
Donnie Green and Bear Steele in the studio today. We supposed to have Kicking Kelly Charles,
Yep.
but Kicking Kelly he rescheduled on us.
Also, fun fact,
He didn't
his other-
cancel. He rescheduled.
his other name was Kelly Blanchard.
Yeah.
Well, Kelly
When it first
Blanchard.
started.
Kicking Kelly Charles, he had to cancel on us. Not cancel, but he had to reschedule. So
Yeah, he had some
we'll get him back in the studio, guys.
Unforeseen
Anybody?
circumstances come up and he wasn't able to make it tonight.
You're just gonna tell bad stories about him, right?
We was looking forward to it. It was going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
All of us
It's
in there
gonna be
together,
great.
but things happen. He'll be back on. We'll reschedule. So
Well,
so
we're
y'all are
gonna
stuck
roll
with
right on, so
you're stuck with me and
us.
Bear tonight.
That's
so.
right.
So if
And
you
it-
want to call in, call in. If you got questions, if you want to get down.
Yeah,
let's
we'd
just
really
do
we'd
it.
really like to focus on call-ins tonight. That'd be great.
Ain't straight. Let me get numbers.
I mean, we
out.
got Johnny over here. He's on fucking fire. bro.
Johnny's on
Like,
fire tonight.
Like-
I think he's excited Sean's not here and he's just extra.
Well, he said Sean's been ducking him ever since the challenge. Has he
Sean has
ducking
been
you,
scared
Johnny,
of
or
him.
what?
Yeah, he has, because where are
we
you,
was
Sean?
here when the challenge was issued, and we was here when the guy said that he would put up a gift card for the winner of the fight.
So he's been ducking you.
Yes, he has.
He don't want
And
them hands.
He really don't, because every man with two fists has a fighting chance.
That's right.
Show him the duck. He's been
Yeah.
ducking you.
He has been ducking me, because you see, he's been ducking me all this time. And he's not stroked his duck either.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's great.
So what you guys been up to?
Man, just living life, bro.
Yeah,
Just-
man. Just shoot job.
Yeah, shoot
Dang
job
straight.
sucks. Yeah. I want this to be my full-time job.
It would
You
be
guys
nice,
can
wouldn't it?
if you guys can join me too if you want.
I gotta share it. You know, I'm not good at all that, so I need some
That's
help,
true.
Johnny. Goddamn.
That's you.
I
You
need to
got
share
one
it, too.
job, share it
All
with
right,
the goddamn podcast.
All right, brother.
Okay, so I guess
And
this
don't
is
be putting no porn on my phone, man.
I promise it'll only be for a
He's
second.
gonna be looking at your
Midget
girlfriend's.
porn. He likes midget porn.
He's gonna be looking at your girlfriend's pictures on there.
I know he will.
Oh
No, don't do that.
What's
shit!
wrong with
Diego
midget
just
porn?
called.
Diego,
You
Kevin.
don't like midget porn?
I love midget porn.
I know.
Diego, what's up?
How y'all doing?
Cameron, how you doing?
Got a phone call.
Oh, lost you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we lost you.
Lost you, Cameron. You got to call back.
Call back. Sean John says, I'm watching you guys.
Uh,
You always,
Cameron, how you doing?
You always creeping on people.
I hear
Yes,
you.
Sean.
Why is he not? No, he
All
called
right,
back.
shut it for you.
Hold on. Hey, Cameron, call me back in a few minutes. I'm going to share this podcast real quick on the Facebook and
That's
call me back
right,
in a few
Cameron.
minutes.
Sean, are you scared of Johnny? We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out for sure.
Is this a new Star Wars? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's the Mandalorian. That's out.
It's
Episodes
got
are out
Jack
right now.
Black. I thought for sure this would be Star Wars.
Man, I love Star Wars. I mean, I can't help it.
That's the Mandalorian show. It's Star Wars.
It's
but
good. It's good.
on Disney. Like it's a good show.
Hey, did you see where someone said that y'all shouldn't be taking pictures with people to commemorate wrestling?
Who?
I saw that. This bozo all over Twitter, all over Facebook.
Said I shouldn't be?
Yeah, they be saying that no wrestler should be taking pictures with any wrestlers.
Huh?
Do y'all agree with that?
He's
No.
going with the old school
What's he
thing
saying?
of not.
So here's my thing.
That's an old school thing.
When we wrestled,
Yeah.
that's what we were taught. Don't
Yeah.
be a mark. Don't be marking out,
Yep.
taking pictures. You know how many great opportunities
Right.
I missed to take pictures.
I miss pictures with Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner, the Barbarian,
Yes.
fucking Jerry Lawler.
And I regret it so much
So
now
much.
because those were memories that I made in a sport that I love
Because somebody
But-
told me I shouldn't do it.
because somebody
Exactly.
made me feel like it was bad to do, and it's not true.
AJ Styles. I mean, all those guys we've been with and on shows with, and we didn't take pictures with them because we told them it was not. We was told it's not the right thing to do,
Yeah.
but we missed all those
We can turn the fans
opportunities.
off for a minute, man. I'm cool right
Yeah, you
now.
good?
If we get hot, we'll turn them
Okay,
back
yeah,
on.
we'll turn back on.
And now look.
We missed those opportunities to take those pictures. Now, when we tell people, "Hey, we know these people," they're like, "What the fuck you mean?" You know?
Yeah, you ain't got no
because-
pictures with them.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got very limited pictures with all these famous wrestlers that we wrestled with, and it really sucks. And I hate that we didn't do that. So whoever's saying that, they're
Yeah.
ridiculous.
They're wrong.
Exactly.
Especially nowadays, when
Open this window up.
especially nowadays when the believability is so where it is, it's crazy not to. I mean,
all those pictures and y'all posted them now.
I mean, it's absolutely insane. Like,
Exactly, because that's a lot of memories that y'all could have had.
Yeah.
And y'all were being prevented from that because they were telling you that you were marks, even though aren't we all marks when we get into professional wrestling? I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, at some point, everybody's a mark.
right? I mean, that's how we became
why you
wrestlers
wanna be wrestlers.
because we love wrestling.
Exactly. Just like these guys on here, they love wrestling.
But you know what? There's a difference between being a mark and getting a picture with somebody that you're working a show with. Like,
Well, honestly, the first
Show me
thing,
that butthole.
the very first thing that Danny Fargo told me was probably the most impactful and the most honest thing he ever said. He asked me, he said, "Do you love wrestling?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, when you become a wrestler, you won't love wrestling the same anymore."
Yeah.
And that's his truest statement. Because I mean, my favorite wrestler growing up was Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Well, I got to wrestling multiple times, but the deal was couldn't take pictures, couldn't mark out, couldn't do the deal. So here I'm wrestling my favorite wrestler. So
Yeah.
you can imagine your favorite
idolized
wrestler,
him for
right?
his whole life.
As I was a kid, and I can't say, "Hey man, come take a picture with me." Hey, do this. I just got to do the match with him, So, and he would have been down to do it because he was a great guy,
He would have took the picture with you.
Oh, no doubt.
100%.
Yeah.
So, it was like that whole. What he was saying was, it's just, it's different. But nowadays, it's not. It's so different than what.
Everybody in
way
the
we
back's
came up.
everybody in the back's taking pictures. I've been, backstage of some of these shows, and everybody's back there taking pictures
I'm
with each
telling
other.
you now, if you got an opportunity to take a picture with somebody, take it.
Right.
That's a memory that you're gonna wish you would have got. So make sure you take that. Don't listen to that ridiculousness.
Exactly, because even Sean Waltman, Undertaker, and guys like Bobby Blade said, if you get the chance, take it.
And we did.
Even
when we
Undertaker,
should've.
even Undertaker says that now. He's like that. He went by that code for years, and now he never even
sure
talked. Now he's talking to
Yeah.
everybody.
and there's probably opportunities he probably regrets. Like, man, I don't have. I would love to have that memory.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Tracy Smothers is gone now.
Yeah.
Can't
And
ever take a picture with him ever again.
I did so many shows with him and never took a picture. I was on his,
Wrestled him multiple times. never got to take a
Never got a
with him.
picture with him.
Nope.
Yeah, and he's gone.
And we were good friends.
And
you
his
know.
name comes up on this podcast
And he was
every
a great
single
guy.
episode.
And the thing is, when he would come to town, he'd come hang out with us.
Yeah.
We'd party and have a good time. We never took pictures.
Well, back then we didn't, you really didn't have cameras accessed all the time like we do now. Everybody's got a camera on their phone too, so back then it was like the film,
It was ignorance. It was, we believe. Well, not it wasn't ignorance because we still believed in it. And then all of a sudden, the believability went out the window.
But the thing is, when we come through, though, we was trained by old school guys, and that's what they taught. Then
That was the rules
they
back
went by
then.
a code
Yeah.
that you didn't talk amongst each other. You weren't to be seen with each other. None of that stuff. So that's the way we were brought in. The business now is a little different from what it was years ago.
Like when the guys that taught you, like
These guys right here are wrestle and have this great match.
Yeah.
But then they'll be out at the bar together later on the night.
yeah.
Nobody
That was unheard
We
of.
wasn't allowed.
No.
If we did that, we got fined or
Yep.
we got kicked off the show.
Right. If we were both heels, we could ride together. But if not, we had to ride separate or lay down in the floorboard when we pulled into the show.
That's right. 'Cause that's one
And they
of the
don't do
rules.
that nowadays. It's like we come out here, we do a show, and then we'll go out drinking together, and people will take
That's
pictures
right,
of
Eric.
us. And
Thug. And there is some people there's still some guys that are doing that.
Yeah.
They're doing that old school.
I mean, and it's good to do that. I'm not saying you shouldn't.
yeah.
well,
I
that
still
was,
believe in old school stuff,
Right.
but at the same time, everybody's smartened up.
right. The believability's gone.
Yep.
Like it's
Everybody knows what it
absolutely-
is.
Yeah, everybody knows what it is. Everybody knows the reality of
But you remember-
wrestling.
I mean, think about when you were a little kid, man, and you just thought it was real as fuck. Like you thought, like,
Oh yeah, when I was a little
is somebody
kid,
gonna come out and save the Hulkster?
Hey, brother,
or not,
when Andre took that cross off the Hulkster,
yeah.
hey, I was done. I was devastated.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, brother, I remember I was depressed as hell. I sat in my room on the edge of my bed like, damn, what's going to happen? It tore me up.
well
At
yeah,
that time, Hulk Hogan was the biggest face you ever seen. He was basically the real life superhero.
Sean's scared of you though, ain't he?
Yeah.
Sean put
I-
on here, he said, I'm not scared of Johnny.
Oh
but I know
shit,
better.
Johnny.
Yeah.
I seen it in his eyes when I sat
Exactly.
across from him.
Exactly.
Well,
Johnny, what would you do to
the
him?
proof is in the pudding,
I'll
and
show
the
him
pudding's not
that
here.
Man with 2 fists has a fighting chance.
That's a fact.
Would you
And I
put a
went down-
finisher? If you
I
had
went
a
down to
finisher,
the-
what would it be, and what would you do to him?
I'd hit him with a choke slam.
Choke slam?
Yep.
Sean
I'd call
John is getting a choke slam.
Choke slam. How
I
many
cut-
seconds would it take you to beat him?
It only take me 1 second.
Damn.
Yeah, he's gonna take him out.
Quick.
As soon as he
Quick
sees him, he's
match.
grabbing him with the choke slam and slamming him.
Quick match.
You
That's
ain't
right.
gonna build him up to it. You're just gonna choke slam him out the gate.
I'm going to choke slam out the gate.
Damn.
You
I
give
ain't
him a
gonna
chance.
time. They going to get in.
I know when
It's
I
gonna
was
be
down
1,
there.
2, 3 real
That's
quick.
why he's scared to be here tonight.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Any other time he's here.
Scared
Yeah.
of Johnny.
But he knew Johnny and us was in the
Oh,
house.
or
Yeah.
the Mandingo with the mask would have got
Yeah,
him.
that Fandango guy.
Yeah, goddamn.
Fandango.
Yeah.
Yeah, my twin brother always has to come
They
in.
said the
sacrifice
Fandango
someone.
got a bigger dick.
Yeah, I've heard that. But they said that I got the bigger dick.
Well,
Who's they?
Who's that?
A
Yeah.
lot of
Sean
people.
John?
Not Sean,
Oh.
because Sean ain't going to be seeing shit.
yeah. Well, I heard that Johnny Lee's got a big. That Fandito don't like Johnny Lee because Johnny Lee's got an inch bigger than
Is that the
Fandito,
truth?
Yes, that's true.
and they got 6
Y'all
inches
put
all
them
together.
together?
My dick's bigger than that.
Did you put them together and check?
I won't check with him. Hell no.
Was you drinking Bud Light when you did it?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
No. But you know what? I heard that Bandito was drinking Bud Light, and he was with Sean.
Yeah.
And they had a
Sean-
pair, and he had a
Sean
pair
don't
of
drink
Nikes
though,
on.
so
Hand me one of them nice Miller lights over there.
yeah. They're not funny yet. Miller Lite's not funny yet.
Now Miller Light,
Hey, Mary Light is still the best.
Miller Light, a fine Pilsner beer.
Pilsner.
That's right. But on a more serious note, we want to send some prayers to Sean Johns because he did get his heart checked out by a CAT scan today. He'll get the results in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I'm still choke slamming him.
Did you heart punch him? Did you get a heart punch on
I'd
him?
heart punch him.
Yeah, I'll heart punch him because that right there tells you.
I say his heart's tore up because all the relationships he's in and out of. His heart's always broken. Them guys keep dumping him, and he just keeps going back to them, and they dump
Well,
him.
then Johnny fucks him.
That's
And
right.
then, and then, yeah.
Johnny, you can't be fucking his women.
Hey, he just gave me an idea about his heart. I mean, the heart punch. All it takes is one punch to the heart, and he'll be down for the 1, 2, 3.
Is it?
No
can
question about it.
we get a caller or Andrew Brown, and he ain't gonna call. He's scared. He's scared
Somebody
of
might
Donnie.
be calling. I don't even
Andrew
know.
better not call me.
He's scared of Donnie, I believe.
Get some callers, Johnny.
All right, I will.
Is Andrew,
Okay.
Andrew, you're not scared of Donnie because me and you will team up and fuck Donnie up.
Andrew.
Sean says he's on his way.
Oh, he's finally on his
shit.
way.
Johnny, why you sweating?
I
I ain't
think
sweating.
You look a little nervous.
I ain't nervous.
Is he looking a little
I'm
nervous?
sorry, but I ain't sweating.
You look
you
a little
sure?
nervous.
You sure?
Okay, guys.
Yeah, I'm
during,
sure.
during the podcast,
Make
you
it
guys
come.
during the podcast, you guys can send stars to support the podcast. Every little bit of money that you guys donate goes to the production of the podcast and to get guests in like Donnie and Bear. So appreciate you sending money, sending the stars, and
Send those stars.
it really helps. And please subscribe. You can subscribe now to the Nice Guy Indie podcast page. It's $5. I tried to change it lower, but the Facebook wouldn't let me to lower it. I wanted to get it at $2, but $5 you'll get all our exclusive backstage stuff that we've been putting on the subscription. We got we got a couple subscriptions already, but guys, if everybody that watched the podcast would subscribe to us, even for a little while, we could do a lot more stuff. We can be at more of these shows. Maybe we can get a bigger studio.
Damn straight.
Johnny, you look a little nervous, brother.
I ain't nervous.
Buy Johnny a hooker. Things
Yeah, let's get
things
him
that are
one.
important to
I'll
us.
heart punch him.
Well,
needs a
Bank
hooker.
died, so I mean,
Yeah.
we can't do that.
we had him hooked up.
So please support the Nice Guy Indie podcast and the hooker fund for Johnny.
Hey, I like
Johnny, you
hookers.
look a little nervous now. Sean's
I ain't
coming. You ain't
nervous,
gonna,
trust
you
me.
ain't
Guys,
gonna
if you-
mouse up on us, are you?
Hell no, I'm not.
You seem like you're getting a little choked up over there.
I'll get choked up.
I mean, Sean said he's coming in hot, brother. I mean, what are we gonna do? We gonna have to hold him back or what?
Let him come because I ain't scared.
Yes, I am wearing the show me your butthole hat.
Greatest hat ever, by the way.
That's a good hat. That's a good
Well,
hat.
My
I mean-
wife bought this hat for me.
Yeah, I mean you got to see the
Well, I mean,
you got to
y'all
see the
are nasty-
buttholes.
Y'all nasty like that.
Yeah.
She makes me wear it to bed.
And that's it.
Yeah, how'd you
Just
get
the
so?
hat.
She's a pretty woman. I mean, you're a good-looking guy, but how'd you get so?
Hold on, whoa,
how'd you get so
what?
lucky?
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
He is a good-looking
And in
guy,
the
right?
bro code.
So
I'm not gonna fuck him or nothing, but he's a good-looking
I seen
guy.
better heads on the fucking zit.
Yeah.
Like,
So what? How did that happen?
I got her young.
Yeah, yeah. She's a lot younger than you. I can tell.
She's very much younger than me.
Yeah.
And my credit score was better than hers.
Exactly. Okay.
So
Okay, I understand
does
that part.
That does a whole lot for it.
Yeah. You had a nice car, and she liked it, and
I think she needed a fucking green card.
is that what she needed to do? Green card?
And she had to marry this motherfucker to
We're
stay in
not
the
getting
country.
into that.
We're not
It
getting
doesn't-
into that now.
We're not going to go
That's the
there.
only thing I can come up with.
All I know is once your credit's right, you're good to go.
That's true.
Yes. Here, Johnny. There you go.
Johnny, you better start doing some sit-ups and push-ups. He's on his fucking way, man.
Yeah.
I've
And keep your
done
credit
myself
good.
some push-ups. I lift the weights all the time.
Oh, shit.
Actually, if you want to know the truth, my wife, she approached me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck.
She
Here we
came
go.
after me. I didn't go
Call
after
in,
her.
Jessica. Please call in.
Just
You have a
don't call
20 hanging
in.
out your
Yes,
pocket or
I
something?
did not.
Please call
She-
in.
she-
I got your back.
She seen me, and from day one, she said, I got to get me some of that.
Oh shit.
Call in.
Yeah. And she said it in Spanish
Oh yeah. How long y'all been together?
for a long time.
Long time. You don't know. So
Long time.
that's a good answer.
Long time. And you know what? As much as I love her, it seems like it's no time. But I just.
He's lying. I know. I said it.
I don't
She's
lie.
still waiting to get some of that. She ain't felt it yet.
She said I needed a green card.
See, I told you. I knew it.
Damn it.
Said don't let him lie on me. Yeah, because he is kind of heavy. He don't need to lie
I
on you.
sent her the number.
Oh, lie about you. Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, I sent you the number.
That's why she calls me Papi Chulo.
Puppy Chulo. What's that mean?
That is
Pimp
not.
Daddy.
That is
Pimp Daddy.
That is a total fabrication.
That is what she calls me.
Danny
Especially during sexy time.
Danny Plowman.
There's no
Get your
sexy
buddy
time.
Danny Plowman, don't get started.
He said this. He said, Johnny, I'm scared to call in. Because Donnie and Barrett will bully me.
Never in our. I've never.
They're
bullied-
not bullies.
I
They're
never bullied a person in my
Look,
life.
look at this face. This is the face of an angel right here.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
so is Donnie Green's.
What about Sean?
Not the face of an angel.
Wait a minute. And you talk about me. What about your woman?
She likes me. I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
Does she really like you?
Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
So
Plus, I'm,
she's younger. He got one young.
I got one young.
That's what you got to do. You got to get them young and dumb.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, there's something wrong with that.
Treat them right and young and
Young
dumb.
and dumb. You get them. You get one that's been treated bad a couple times, and you swoop in
I'm a good guy.
Like a vulture.
like a vulture. You swoop in, and then that's what happens.
Does that mean
Swoop
that you're a nice
in.
guy?
You be
Barrett?
circling around and then all of a sudden.
That's what I did. That's what I did. I knew that she'd been dead wrong a couple times, so I just kind of circled, and then when the time was right, I swooped
That ain't
in.
what you said. You said she was on you when she saw you.
She was.
No. God damn.
She looked at me one time and said, "I got to have me some."
Oh my God. Damn, God damn. That's a fabrication. Total fabrication.
So you're saying that
She
he's
said I call him
fabricating
Kulo, not
everything.
Papi Chulo.
Culo. Not Puppy Chulo.
Come on now.
Yeah, he's lying. I mean, it's what he does. I mean, Why is he just wrestled? Now he's doing an interview.
I know, right?
No, they're not interviewed. They're going at each other. They're just like they're talking shit to each
he was
other.
just dead.
I love his fucking suit though. That's a
He was
nice
just
suit.
dead though, Andy.
He was just
He got
dead.
beat
Now he's
down.
doing an
Got
interview.
killed.
Who'd he get beat by?
I don't know if he got beat, but he just had a match. Why's the guy that got the mask on, man? Goddamn, bro. You're in a fucking.
He's overweight, dude. He's
I mean-
subject to.
Oh yeah. He's bought into it. Yeah.
Bro,
He's
like-
heavy set, and heavy set people are more subject to COVID.
They say they it's proven
they're
fact
not
that
going-
shit don't work.
No, not in a fucking room full of fucking 5,000 people.
Yeah.
But he's bigger. He could get the COVID easier.
Where's
That's
your
Andy.
mask?
Andy knows.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have a mask on.
Oh man.
Oh,
My
there's a
God,
fat
I
I
joke.
don't need. I've lost 35.
Hey,
pounds.
this-
I've
man-
lost 22 pounds.
This man has never had COVID. Can you believe that?
I never have coded.
Me neither.
Look, there's Sean.
Oh,
shit.
he's scared.
Uh-oh.
Johnny looks a little
Look,
nervous.
I wasn't the one that just
Johnny,
flinched.
you looked a little nervous when
I
you
wasn't
walked
the one that
in.
just flinched.
Oh man.
Sean, he's a little
All I did
nervous.
was
ain't he?
move.
I heard
All I
everything
did
he
was move and he
said.
flinched.
Why are you giving out my medical information on the podcast, Johnny?
Because everyone
Because
gotta
he
say
He
their
said just
prayers
ask
He
for
for-
sent
you.
out prayers to you, man.
said
You gonna
prayers
come in
for
there
Yeah,
and
but
be
you don't
all.
need to give my information out.
He
What
didn't, he didn't
information?
give out your phone number.
No, about my CT
Okay, I'll
scanner.
give your
Don't
phone number
give
out
him
there,
my
buddy.
fucking phone
Yeah.
number.
Damn, he
Damn.
trying to get people
Hey,
to say prayers
yeah.
for you. You got
There's
mad.
gonna be people that's gonna be calling up Sean.
You got
talking
fans,
about-
Sean. You got fans.
yeah.
They-
Bullshit.
They wanna
The
know-
fans are all Johnny's.
You got fans,
Well,
Sean.
I'll agree
They
with
want to
that.
know.
Johnny's probably got more fans.
That's
You
fine.
do have a couple.
two, three.
Exactly.
You do have a couple fans.
Thanks, thanks, Donnie. Well, I almost called you Bear. Sorry, man.
Well,
You hear that, Bear?
Those couple guys was
He'd be
drinking that
happy
Bud
about
Light
it.
the other night. Those are your fans.
all the people that drink Bud Light are your
No,
fans.
no.
Can you believe that
That's
the whole
bullshit.
That,
thing? I don't like. I don't.
brother, I'm just telling you now, TikTok is a powerful place.
It is very
Yes, it
powerful.
So how you going to do a heart punch and a choke slam in a matter of a second? Come on, Johnny.
Well, I've changed my mind to a heart punch because choke slam, I may hit it, but it's not your weak spot.
Sean,
You
can he
said that
take
you
you or
said your
not?
weak spot.
He knows better, don't he?
I got a bad
Yes.
heart. I ain't fighting nobody.
Do you have a bad heart, or they don't know yet?
They don't know, but my aorta was enlarged.
Oh,
the other
shit.
day.
Damn.
What would cause that?
I don't know.
They don't know
That's
yet.
why they did the CT scan and shit today. I'll find out in a few days.
Well,
Well, I hope everything comes out all right, man.
Thank you.
yeah.
All bullshit aside. I know.
Yeah.
I know we give you a hard time, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we don't
we'll see
want
nothing
you to
happen.
die.
Johnny even told me the other day y'all didn't want me to show up.
That's a lie. I told him.
On the way
that you
home
guys
from
like
Frankfurt,
him.
he said, they don't want
That's
you
a
there.
lie.
Don't show
Well, I
up.
remember at the
That's
New
a lie.
South show, I tried to talk to you, and you just kept ignoring me and
We
kept
don't-
brushing
Oh, he
me
big
off.
time. He
Yeah.
big times you at this
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just
He wasn't
shows.
even there.
And he was sitting beside some chick, and he was like
No, I
really
got in trouble
focused.
over that one. Don't
He was
even.
really focused on this
We don't
girl.
want you to die or no shit, but I mean,
Yeah.
if Johnny's gonna give you the business,
Sean
we
will-
can't do nothing about it.
Sean will big time you at those shows because he's a
Oh
star.
yeah, he had his belt on, and he was talking to some girl that sitting there on the. Am I not supposed to talk about that? If I'm not, my bad.
We'll talk about it.
Y'all just ain't right.
Oh yeah, he had his
I
arm.
wasn't talking to her.
Dude, he had his
Oh,
arm.
you
I was
know,
sitting there
you wasn't
watching the
talking
show,
to her.
sitting
You
there.
was.
All I'm saying, he had his arm around her,
No,
and
you
the
weren't
next
even
thing,
there.
the next thing I know, he kicked that walker out of the way, and he was on top of her, bro. Like I don't know what was going on, but he was on it.
And now he's got a bad heart.
Hey,
Come
there's
on.
nothing wrong with riding grandma.
That's why he's got a bad heart. He fucking, he fucked her to death.
So was Andrew Brown's grandma?
Oh!
I mean, you said Walker.
Johnny's like, I was just sticking up for you. Now you getting my woman.
Hey, I'm just saying. Andrew Brown's grandma, she does
John
get
Gilbert,
around.
what's up, man?
Who's on there?
Who's on there?
John Gilbert, so
Yeah,
what's up,
yeah.
guys?
John Gilbert's a great guy too.
Yeah, John Gilbert's awesome.
Oh, John, why weren't you watching on time?
Him and Andrew Brown, and they get into it about Andrew Brown's grandma. He said, listen,
Nick Depp too.
Donnie gets her, I
Donnie
get her,
touched her.
and Nick Depp gets the toe.
That's why Andy hates Donnie, because Donnie had relations with her.
Well, look, I mean, here's the deal. She makes a hell of an omelet.
Especially in the morning,
And
early in
the
the
only
morning.
time you get that omelet is early in the morning after a late night. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard that.
Sometimes you got to pull that nightgown up and get to work.
I've heard that.
And she appreciates it.
These
Yeah.
tips are going to make Nick
He's
Depp
the one
some
telling me
light
about the
money.
44 L's.
No.
44 longs.
Well, I mean, when you lift the nightgown up there about around her knee. So you just, sometimes you got to move them out of the way.
You can go down on her and get a little nipple action at the same time, huh?
It's like powdered milk.
Yes.
But
comes out like
you
dust.
just work through it. You just
You
got
guys
to
are
work
going
through
to
it.
hell. That's all I know.
I think the whole of Lexington has almost had Andrew Brown's grandma.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Well,
I hear she makes the
Sean, don't
Andrew's
lie.
Andrew's
You'll
gonna
get struck by
actually
lightning,
fucking
Sean.
chokeslam you when he sees you.
Hey,
John Gilbert.
hey, me and him
You
tied.
know what, John? You can have her now. I've been there, done that. I'm kind of moved on from it. You know,
She just got in a large
I mean,
part too.
how many times can you knock the dust off of it? It's yours. I give up.
Well,
You know, I always got
Johnny,
that
It ain't fun no more without the dust.
Johnny ate it.
Johnny would.
I would eat that dust.
They say when you go down on Dude's granny, it's like four-wheeling on a dirt road.
I mean, you gotta man up and power through.
It's like taking a face plant in sand. You know.
Oh,
Yes, you
man.
gotta face plant that son of a bitch.
Let the dirt roll, baby.
Exactly.
You just need a big drink of water, don't you, Johnny?
That's right. Get a big drink of water. That's the way it goes down smoothly.
And you got to turn your head sideways.
Yes. Otherwise, the stink puts you down.
I got to take a break.
He got
I'm surprised.
he got Sting out here now,
I'm
guys.
surprised Andrew Brown has not called in.
Oh God, because he's scared.
I know.
Scared, he ain't scared of you.
He's scared.
He's challenged you multiple times.
I'm
You
gonna
never
take your
accepted.
seat, Donnie.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll give it back.
Hey, for real?
Oh, Jessica said I have to do the same thing when I lift up Donnie's nightgown.
Oh!
Oh, God. Shots have been fired all night. We're gonna.
Yeah, I
Hey,
am here, y'all.
Hey, Sean, you're
What's up?
not the only one that has enlarged heart.
I see that.
John
John
Gilbert said
Gilbert,
too.
I had no idea, brother.
John Gilbert, did you see that reel that I have of you throwing Brandon Wolf across the ring? That's awesome.
Good Lord.
I mean, that man went flying.
It's catching speed. It's got close to 2,000
I think you
views
put.
now.
I think you put put hair on his
guess who I
balls.
saw this morning?
Who?
Bob Murdoch.
Oh, yeah? What's he doing?
Yeah,
Touching himself?
I don't know about all that. I didn't see him doing that, but we were at Tory's HQ. He was talking to the owner in there. I'm sitting there looking at him. I had to walk away and look back. I'm like,
Which one is that over on Southland?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, was that Bob? I had to do a double take. Was that Bob Murdoch? Shit.
Did you talk to the old
Man,
dude over there
hey, you
about
wouldn't
coming on the
believe-
show?
You wouldn't believe the stuff I got that I need to get rid of. Like, remember the old ones that snap when you move them, the
Yeah.
figures? I've
Yeah.
got all the Stone Colds,
Oh,
like
nice.
all of them. Like, and I just need to. They're just in the way.
John Gilbert said he loved it when he threw Brandon Wolf.
Yeah, that reel is like catching a bunch of heat. Plus the one that
So John Gilbert's the only man in the world to have your
We're gonna do one.
mom in Andrew's granny.
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I mean, he is my
So
mom's
he's
favorite.
going to call you Dad. So you got to call him Dad, and Andrew has to call him
You said
Grandpa.
call him Dad.
You have to call him Dad. He's your
No,
new
you said you
stepdad.
gonna call me Dad.
No.
And I'm gonna call him
You know what
Dad.
I meant, dickhead.
call him Step.
Hey,
The star of the
Daddy.
show is on camera now. Thank you, John Gilbert.
What'd he
Appreciate
say?
you, brother.
What'd he say?
He said the star of the show's on camera.
and John Gilbert, you're full of shit. Hey, you know what? Brandon Wolf had some hair going to his balls. from that
Jessica
truck.
said, I got to go for now. Oh, she goes, she has to do the same thing when she lifts up your nightgown.
Oh my God.
You can't listen to my wife. She's Mexican.
She married you, so there's got to be something wrong with
She
Yeah.
still bears the seat.
Yeah, but she's Mexican. You just gotta ignore her.
it. Do you want your drink?
No, I'm good. I'll be over there in a minute
Said
after
I'm not
Barry
going to.
gets back.
Playing musical chairs. I'm gonna sit where Johnny is in a few
Barry
minutes.
Musical chairs, that's right.
Barry had to go sit down and pee.
Okay, we were talking about
So
the
did
getting
you
your
all?
picture taken with the
Oh.
wrestler. That whole gimmick. I'm going to give my way in. You guys are giving yours, and I do respect y'all's opinions, and that's great. And granted, don't do it like in the middle of the show, but you got to get your pictures because people are going to say, "Well, I wrestled with this guy. Prove it," and you can't produce a picture or something.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't. You can ask the guy for a picture, but don't. You can do it without marking out. You don't have to run up to him and be like, "Hey man, can I get your picture? Can I get your picture? Can I?"
True.
Let him get done with all of his stuff at the end of the show or at the end of his match when he's done, when he has nothing else to think about or do.
Right.
Go up to him and say, "Hey, do you care if I get a picture?"
Yeah.
I promise you, most of them have no issue with it whatsoever.
And don't pester them.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you just can't bother them while they're trying to work out their match and all the other stuff. Wait till it's all over with.
Yeah. Because even when Jay Lethal was in town, I've seen pictures of everybody that was on the New South show with him getting their picture with him.
Bro, I sat in the crowd at the New South show with Jay Lethal on it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the show. I had a good time that night. I took my family down there. Had all my kids there. Had a good time interacting with the wrestlers.
Yeah.
But after the show, I went in the back. I went and introduced myself. Talked to Jay Lethal. We had a good exchange. We talked for a few minutes, but I made sure he was completely done. And then I approached him. I said, "Hey, nice to meet you, Donnie Green. Blah blah blah. Enjoyed your match." They had a great match.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
No issues. It's
Jake's
just all
cool.
about the approach.
I
Yeah.
tell you what though, I pulled the wool over Jay Lethal's head. He thought that my wig was real hair. He said, "Brother,
You mean it's a wig?
Is that real or is that a wig?" I said, "You be the judge."
I find myself when I'm at these shows doing the same thing with the big stars, like not necessarily the local stars because I know a lot of them, but the big stars. Like we was down at UCW down in Caverna. Godfather was there, and he was just standing there, and I wanted to go talk to him so bad, but I was like, I don't want to fuck with him. I don't want to interrupt what he's doing, and then I never got a chance to talk to him. But
Now you regret it.
now I regret it. I wish I had.
Should take a shot.
Yeah.
But just be respectful in the
Yeah.
As long as you're respectful with these guys, and when you're doing it, I promise you, you're not gonna be.
When I got to thinking about it, I was like, these guys wouldn't, if they didn't want to be taking pictures with people and
They
want to
wouldn't be there.
they wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
they're there to make a little money. They're there to get some autographs, but he seemed like he was having a good time talking to people, and and he might have wanted to talk to no white guy. I don't know.
And he had that long ass line too. That just shows.
Yeah, but he was over there during the show. Like it was during a match though. Like and he was standing over by himself, and then another guy came and talked to him, and I was like, I didn't want to bother him because he was watching the match, but then another guy came over and bothered him, and I was like, damn, I should have went over. And
what I mean is, just because he looks like he doesn't want to be bothered, don't mean that he necessarily feels that way.
Yeah.
I promise you, if they don't want to be bothered, you'll know right away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As soon as you go to approach them, they'll either walk off, they'll turn away from you,
or they'll give you a look.
Or when you come to them and say, they'll let you know, hey, give me my space.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start like.
I was at a show and Al Snow was sitting somewhere. I was going to go up and talk to him, and he just kind of gave me a look like.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, in all reality, I've passed up probably an opportunity to talk to the Godfather, Brian Pillman down at New South. I haven't got a chance to really talk to him. I joked with him for a few minutes, but then Jay Lita, I really haven't got a chance to talk to him either, or get a picture with him.
Hey,
But I got a million pictures with myself, I like the regular local guys. Anyway, I just
saying enjoyed having you there, Donnie. Love you, brother.
Who's
Damn
that?
straight, New
New South Wrestling, so probably either Tony
or Tony.
Aaron.
Yeah. Who is it? Oh, New South Star?
Yep.
Yeah.
But you know what, Andy? I did talk to Brian Pillman Jr. You know why? Because I feel like I want to get him into the studio.
Yeah.
You know what he told me?
What did he say?
He was appreciative of how I approached him, and he said he'd definitely come on to the podcast next time he's in Lexington.
Oh, cool. Sounds good.
And I told him I'll hit him up next time I know that he's going to be
You got
here.
to talk to y'all going Friday?
I'm gonna try to go. Fridays are hard for me because I get off, around 5 o'clock and start to get down there, back. But
yeah, I come to the New South early because I thought y'all would be doing the podcast. I come down there early and you wasn't there. You was at a birthday party.
Yeah,
or
it was
something.
my granddaughter's birthday.
Yeah, man, she got a bunch of birthdays coming. You
Yeah, but I'd have been an asshole and a dick.
You're gonna be that anyway.
I'm an asshole, dickhead if I don't come to the birthday party.
You're gonna be that anyway. Barry went to take a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. A woman's always going to treat you as the bad guy, even when you do things right.
Yeah.
So you could take a chance to actually.
I catch a lot of heat for doing this podcast too much.
Oh, I guarantee it.
But then you'll catch heat. Why aren't you doing the podcast?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's no winning for losing.
Yeah, I had plans. I'm like about don't do the podcast. Well, I had plans and other stuff.
Look at the blow.
What is it?
I stopped on the way back from Atlanta. We are 2 hours from home now.
Oh yeah, Anthony Presley went down to Nightmare.
It's Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, you need to charge yours.
Tony Presley. Anthony Presley went down. He's the owner of New South Wrestling. He went down and check out his Facebook page. He's got a picture with Cody Rhodes down there.
I knew he was getting low.
Yeah.
He is awesome, though.
Yeah.
Hey, like he told us, I commented on his picture.
So let me ask you guys, what'd you all think of this past WrestleMania?
First night gave me hope that we might get something good. I didn't much. At the time, I treated the second night, especially the main event, as a thing, and I really hated the Raw after because it was not one of their best.
That's true.
I thought the one in
WrestleMania first.
I thought the one in Dallas was better.
Yeah.
I thought WrestleMania.
This being in Hollywood, I thought it would be more. There would be more movie stars and stuff there. I thought there would be, I don't know, more like older wrestlers.
But
past wrestlers.
You expected a lot of that.
Yeah.
You should have been focusing on the now. That's why they had Snoop Dogg. Of course, granted, he's relevant.
Yeah.
They had the Becky G singing the national anthem. She's relevant.
Who?
And then you got today's roster of wrestlers. They were focusing on them more than what they were. Old celebrities, old wrestlers.
I'll just be honest. I thought this WrestleMania was great.
You thought it was great?
Okay.
I thought it was great, too. I really did.
I thought it was one of the better WrestleManias that I've seen in a while.
It was way better than last year's.
Yeah. Well, I liked last year's. I don't know. I guess because Stone Cold was there and, Vince got stunned and, that was beautiful. All that was great.
That was good.
I do like Triple H's viewpoint to going towards.
Triple H's storytelling's
It's so much good, so much better. It's so much better, and I'm so glad that he's in charge of that. It's so I wasn't actually watching I wasn't watching WWE before, like when Vince was running things. I wasn't watching. I just wasn't. I didn't make time. Now I watch.
Honestly, I think the whole Bloodline story got a lot of people drawn back into
It did.
WWE.
It really did.
You know, with Sammy and just that whole thing. It was just really good stuff.
And think about this also, the Rey Mysterio and Dominick storyline was getting traction too.
That was good.
Yeah. I love one of my favorite was when Rhea beat Charlotte. I loved that match.
That was the best match of WrestleMania, in my opinion.
Me too. I thought that too.
It was the show
toss up between that and Sammy and the Usos. It was a toss up. The better story, I think, was Sammy and the Usos.
Sammy and the Usos storyline, okay, but as far as match goes,
match quality, yeah.
My opinion, Charlotte and Ripley stole the show.
Stole it.
Nobody come close. Nobody come as close as they did.
It was hard hitting.
What are you talking about?
We were talking about.
We were talking about you taking a shit.
It was hard hitting.
I wasn't shitting.
Yeah.
It was hard hitting.
Did you wash your hands at least?
Hard hitting and hard shitting.
That was good. Come on.
Give you a wet welly or something?
No. Hey, you rubbed this shit.
I didn't wash my hands.
You gotta wipe his hands somewhere, Johnny.
Okay, first
Maybe
of all,
on
hold on.
We was talking
What
about
has Donnie
WrestleMania.
said about me when I wasn't gone is bullshit.
We was talking real stuff. We was talking real podcast.
We were talking about WrestleMania.
We was talking about how good WrestleMania was this year.
Yeah, we
What was
talked about.
Did you watch it?
I did not.
You didn't watch it?
I was on vacation.
He was watching.
You was passed out on the beach.
I did pass out on the beach.
Where'd you go on
It wasn't my
vacation?
fault.
Where'd you go on vacation?
Orange Beach.
Orange Beach in Florida?
No, Alabama.
Alabama.
Passed out on the beach, and
What kind of person goes to Alabama for vacation?
ghetto.
Yeah.
I mean, we're north side. We're north side. Wherever we go, we take north side.
Is it cheap? Because I'll be there this
It
year.
was a nice spot, man. This place, Florida, Bama, it was pretty good. Then we took a tiki cruise.
Had the Coast Guard called on him.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, we kind of
represent Lex down there.
Damn straight.
He got so wild on the tiki cruise, they called the Coast Guard.
I told them fuck around, find out. I mean,
That's right.
This motherfucker jumped off and swam back to shore.
They try to deport
I
him.
didn't, but somebody almost did.
Did they try to deport you?
But no, honestly, my opinion was Charlotte and Ripley stole the show from the two nights. I think all the matches were really good, except for Brock.
Oh, that sucked.
That match was horrible. That's the only bad match I can say was in WrestleMania. And I'll tell you another thing is one of the matches that a lot of people won't talk about, but the Sheamus, McIntyre, and
Great match.
Yeah.
what's his name? Gunther.
Gunther.
That was a hard-hitting match. Those guys beat the shit out of one
They
another.
always
That's
do.
right.
But, hey, that was a really good match, too, just for the physical aspect of it. Like, nobody gives it as much traction, but that was a
They
good
really
match.
should, though.
So, what do you think about Brock attacking Cody on the Raw
That's just
afterwards?
part of Cody's story.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought too.
That's just
I
what it
was
costs.
sitting here telling everybody. I said-
Everybody's upset saying Vince this, Vince.
yeah,
The thing is here, Cody hasn't, my opinion,
me too.
Cody hasn't done shit since he's come back to WWE.
Me too. Me too.
He wrestled Seth, got hurt.
Yep.
Then he's went for the title. So you have to make Cody relevant
Right.
to take that
Well,
strap off of Roman Reigns.
That's what I was
right.
telling these guys. They were.
And the only person
Even
to
you
make
tell
him
Bandito,
relevant,
not
the
me.
the biggest, baddest one they got in WWE besides Roman is Brock
Brock.
Lesnar.
I think
So
it's,
if you beat Brock Lesnar, now all of a sudden it's believable.
And now
I
they're
think it's
building.
different.
I
I
feel
think
they're
it's different.
building a Seth Rollins Cody feud too right now.
I think it's a little different, and I think my deal with Cody is he's the man. To me, Randy Orton's the man. I mean, if Randy Orton's back and the deal, and you don't put it on Randy Orton, you're a fool. Because he's the best wrestler that is wrestling today, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree. I think he's better than.
Right. So, but outside of that, here's the deal with Cody is he's got to, before they're going to do anything with him, he has to be established as a WWE wrestler. They're not going to bring him in as an AWE wrestler and beat their guy.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
then it makes it look like AWE is better than WWE. And that's what I told, because Brandon, my son, he's a Cody, that's his favorite.
Yeah.
And he was upset about
I think
it.
that Cody is getting the belt, but
Oh, he's going to get it. Yeah.
they gotta make him relevant.
But Cody has to be established.
You're on the podcast.
Well, hello.
How you doing? It's my wife.
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, yeah?
What's up?
Hello, wife.
Hello.
Name's Donnie Green.
Wendy.
Yes.
Bear's here with us.
Hello.
Hello.
Wendy's north side. She's north side. She's cool.
Wendy is north side.
That's
All
right.
the way.
See?
All the way.
She'll fuck draws up, too. Don't get that shit twisted.
Oh, yeah. She
She'll
puts me
whoop
in
his
my
ass
spot.
in a
Yeah,
minute.
she tries to.
What?
Yeah, he
What
tells
he
us,
said?
he
said
tells
you'd
us
fuck
all
me
the
up.
time how he's scared of you.
Yeah.
I will fuck you up.
That's
Like,
right.
that's the bad thing
That's
about
right.
me.
Dead ass.
The bad thing about me is I'm two different people. I'm this really, really, really sweet person,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm like the devil.
Yeah.
He knows.
It's funny because he's never told us about the really, really sweet person.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
in trouble.
I mean, I'm not trying to start no
Hey,
shit.
man, you know I've always been nice, haven't I?
That's
I've always
Donnie.
been nice.
That's Donnie.
That was
That's
Donnie
not
talking
bad.
to you.
I've always been a nice
Put your
person.
seatbelt on. Come on.
You should
Well,
put your
I just
seatbelt
tried
on.
to
We
tell
don't want
you
nothing
that-
to happen to you.
I just called to tell you that I won.
You won what?
I won.
Okay. Nice win.
What'd
Nice
you
win.
win?
You sponsoring the podcast then, or what?
She does.
I do sponsor the podcast.
So what'd you win?
Put your seatbelt on. We can't hear that dinging.
I won like 5,000.
Oh, wow.
5 grand.
Well,
Hey,
we need
my
a
name is
refill.
Donnie Green.
We need
I'm
refills on the
5'10".
bottles.
I'm
But
200.
now I'm thinking I want to hit the road and go to Indiana and send it.
You know what? I want to go to Indiana too.
No, we need the refills on the bottles.
Yeah, we do need refills on the bottles up here.
Yeah, this
Oh
liquor
yeah, what do we
cabinet.
need?
This liquor
Patron.
cabinet is pretty rough.
Patron, what
Oh,
Patron and some bourbon, some Wild Turkey 101.
And some
well,
some
have somebody
chasers.
text that to, have someone text that to me, and I'll bring it over there and call y'all when I get
and
there.
Sean and fucking
Johnny
Johnny are gonna fight.
in thongs.
You say they're gonna fight?
Hell no.
Hot oil
Hot old
wrestling.
thongs.
Oh, funny. All right, well, y'all text me what y'all want, and I'll bring it to you.
All
All
right,
right,
bye-bye.
bye.
What was we talking about?
Talking about WrestleMania.
That was the
Cody being awesome.
that was one of the podcast sponsors, Royal X, my wife, Royal.
Oh, yeah.
Royal X. So for all
That
your
was-
internet,
let's just
internet
get it
gaming
straight.
needs,
That
get
was
on
your boss.
Facebook and join Royal X and tell them Nice Guy Indie Podcast sent you.
Yeah.
They'll give you $5.
She just won $5 grand, man. You gonna have to do her right tonight.
Yeah, I know, right?
You got to go down and everything.
Yeah.
You got to do that nasty shit.
You got to put that blue pill in on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do something right, man.
Yeah, you gotta work that.
You gotta
match.
go
I didn't even know she was
Oh,
playing. I didn't even know
Johnny,
she
you
went and
got-
played
you
anywhere.
got-
You gotta
Stop
work
thinking.
that silver hawk on it, baby. Hey, you know what AJ Kazana said? You
You're
got
so
the silver
silly.
hawk.
Yes.
Hey, Mike Cochran,
What's the silver hawk?
the silver hawk is apparently his hair.
Oh, shit.
So you gotta work that magic on.
Sean
What's
Silver,
the
man.
hawk noise? What's he make? What noise does he make?
He said, "Oh,
That's Chris that does that.
that's the other bird call."
Oh,
One more
shit.
time, dog.
One
We gotta
more
record
time,
that,
Wes.
man.
Hey, man, you gotta put that on there.
Oh,
So that's what you do?
What's your signature noise, Johnny?
Hell yeah, Leon Lexington, my bro.
That's
My
Johnny.
signature noise is So when I'm getting it good, at the end I just go.
What the hell, Johnny?
Roach said, "My damn phone isn't working.
You
I'ma
also just
keep
promote
trying."
Johnny. I mean, yeah, this should be the whole show, the Johnny podcast.
Johnny Podcast.
I'm telling you,
Johnny.
dude.
Tell us the story if it's good or not good and what you should do.
Oh God.
Well,
Six
every
people
man-
watching. Be
oh,
careful.
God. Okay, y'all gonna say every man.
Why are you getting upset?
Every man loves pussy more than beer. But if that pussy stinking, fellas, go for the beer. Because I'm telling you now, you don't want to turn your head because it's going to be stinking all night long.
Especially if you start to work it.
Hey, especially when it's working, you're going to be smelling that so bad. I tell you now, don't turn your head back towards you because, man, you're going to pass out within seconds.
What's wrong with him? That's your friend.
He's actually my cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, they're related.
Oh, I didn't know y'all was related. That's even worse.
Yeah. And they're kissing cousins.
Hell no, we're not.
Oh, we got a little man loving going on.
The hell we're
Bud
not.
Light in action.
Maybe there's something Andy wants to say.
No, not me. He's not my cousin.
I mean, you're the one saying kissing
Rooster
cousins.
Ronnie Green's
Johnny,
watching.
serious question.
Who?
Rooster Ronnie Green's watching.
If it's you and Sean, who's the guy and who's the girl?
I'm the guy.
So he's catching.
You're a top.
Yes.
You're
I'm
topping.
the top, he's the bottom.
Y'all ain't right.
Hey, we got Rooster Donnie Green watching. That's all.
Rooster.
Where's Bobby Green at? He ain't called in or nothing, man.
I know, right? I
It
expected
kind of
him
hurts
to.
my feelings. We need to talk to Bobby.
Hey, normally he'd be
Oh,
hitting me
look.
up.
Shane, Peanut's on.
Hell yeah.
Peanut. Nah, he ain't on.
Yeah, he's on YouTube. Shane McKinney.
That's him.
Shane. We should have brought him on.
Yeah, he wants to challenge Sean to a fucking trivia off.
Trivia.
I'm kind of focusing more on my heart, but
Peanut, who was the main event at WrestleMania in 1992?
You let us know, Peanut.
I know what it was.
Hold on. You got to give him a shot.
No, fuck him.
You don't want to go against Peanut.
Probably don't.
Now this new
Oh, he
shit.
said, what'd he say? Oh, no, he said WrestleMania.
He said nothing yet. Mine.
That might be Mike.
That was Hogan and
Might
Sid.
be a
Is that
son.
Mike or Peanut? Because Peanut don't got Facebook.
I'm refreshing it. That was YouTube.
I
Yeah,
might
that's
be Peanut.
Facebook.
That was somebody from YouTube messaging us.
Okay,
How can we call somebody?
Yeah, we should be able
Hey,
to.
Johnny, would you
Let's
give me
call
another
this
beer, please?
motherfucker.
Call Mike.
Where's
Call
your
Peanut.
finger? Oh, no, don't call him. I'm gonna give you the number.
Call. Have him call. Give him. Tell Johnny to.
What we do, John? We call him or have him
What
call?
happened to
We'll call
Keith
him.
Kelly?
What's his name?
859.
Yeah, it's
Don't say it online. Don't say it on
Oh.
air.
Let me.
Yeah, don't say it on air. Don't give everybody's. Somebody they'll be calling him in midnight or
All right.
something.
Tell me his name.
That first one. Look at it. Don't say it.
I was sitting here when everybody thought that Cody Rhodes was going to beat Roman Reigns, and I was telling them.
I told you all that
I was telling
when I
them.
was here last time.
I told them when I was telling them when Cody beat him at one WrestleMania. I said Cody's not winning that
Last
championship.
time I was here,
Yeah.
I told you
Yeah.
Roman will hold it
Yeah.
Hey,
for
Andy.
1,000 days.
Oh,
Look at
definitely.
your phone.
Did you
I
call
texted
it?
you the number.
Huh?
I texted you the number to call him.
You texted me the number? Okay.
Yep. Hey, I knew that Cody was not winning. I figured he'll come
Now,
in here and he.
Cody and Roman had a great match, too.
Yes, they did.
There we go.
Who
Who
we
is this?
calling?
I'm calling Peanut.
Oh, shit.
We call him Peanut.
Your call has been forwarded
Oh,
to an
yeah.
automated.
Forwarded
time.
us.
Hold on. Let me
Five.
text him. Tell him to answer the
He
phone.
big timed us.
Hold on. I got to text him.
That's what happens when you peanut.
Hey, you know what? My Roach said, I'm gonna try calling later. My phone's acting up.
Roach always says that, but he never calls in.
Unknown
That's
caller.
what I call him.
Also, it's calling.
Who's that?
It's Peanut.
Hello.
Hello, you got us on the Nice Guy Andy podcast.
Hogan versus Sid.
Peanut.
He said Hogan
What?
versus Sid.
What are you doing?
Watching y'all drink fine pilsner.
Listen, fine pills.
Fine Pilsner. That's your favorite beer, ain't it?
These guys is just wanting to challenge you on the dates, man. What's going on?
What the heck?
Oh, I don't know.
They both got the
Orton.
date right too.
We're talking about 92 WrestleMania. Who's the main event?
I told you Hogan, Sid. Papa Shango run in and the Warrior came out.
Who's the first match?
First match was probably Sean and Tito.
What was
Sean
it?
and Tito said.
He said Sean Tito.
That's the first match. Yeah, that's what
El
you said.
Matador.
El Matador.
Y'all might be evenly matched.
So when can we get you on the podcast, Peanut?
Yeah, they need you on here. You and Sean John to go tip for tit.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
versus each other.
We got a versus, yeah. Encyclopedia
Randy.
versus the Peanut.
They will
Randy-
they will get you they will get you free Pilsner.
Randy Orton versus Cody, Mania 40.
Hey, yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be
That'd be a
nice.
great match.
I don't
As
know.
long as
If,
Orton's
I don't know if
bad guy.
Orton is coming back. They say his back is
Far too messed up.
far too messed up to come back anytime soon, is what I heard.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. It'd be good. You put
Yeah.
Orton come back and Cody,
I've
was
heard
held
it's
back
gonna,
because of him.
Who ref the first?
I heard it's going to be Cody Reigns again, and then Cody's going to go over.
So did you
That'd be-
watch WrestleMania?
Mania was great except for a few things, but like you said, Sheamus and them, that's like fucking Wahoo and fucking Johnny Valentine, them just beating the hell out of each other.
It
Good
was
stuff.
it was a good match, and
And look, you guys do all the wrestling. I respect it. I got in there a couple of times, but you dudes love wrestling just like I do, but fucking sell something every once in a while. And the storytelling's good. Me and Donnie was talking about it. I thought Cody was going to win, but I like that Roman, he kept the title. You keep it on him. Shit, man.
Yeah.
New York's always known for having the bad guy, the heel, keep the strap.
let me just
Or,
say,
I'm sorry, having the good guy keep the strap. And
here's
the
the
belt.
thing: every promotion that has a belt on the heel and the babyface chasing it always draws more money.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Vince always had Hogan or whoever. They always liked the good guy having the belt.
Yeah,
But dude, I really thought Cody was going to win, man. It was a good show, man. And Charlotte and fucking Rhea, you ain't touching those girls, man. They wrestling better than some of the fucking dudes,
Hey,
and that's no
man,
disrespect to anybody getting in there.
hey, those two girls went above and beyond.
They should have main event.
They really
The
should.
first
Yeah,
night.
they look. I like the whole Sammy and Usos, and listen, Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express. I can go on and on. Man, the Usos ain't in the top 10 of tag team wrestling of all time.
No, hell to the no.
I don't
And
think
for
so.
them to close
Fucking
that show,
Brain Busters, brother.
Demolition held the belt for so many days. But anyways, I think they dropped the ball with, what do I know? It's Triple H and them, but Ripley and little Charlotte Flair, they should have closed the show first night. But it was good, man. I was happy.
Yeah, I thought
It was
all
worth
of it
it.
was good. Even
was,
the second
man.
night was good.
Oh, second night was great.
I
The
thought
Brock
the first night
and-
was better. But
You thought the first night was
Rock and them started the first show. They started the second night, right?
that was the worst
I don't-
match. of
I just don't think he
WrestleMania.
can do any. I don't think he can do anything with that big dude, man.
No, that big dude can't do nothing. You know, Brock's a good worker, but that big guy can't do shit.
Yeah, he's terrible.
They just didn't have nothing. They didn't have nothing for Brock. That's why you throw him out there to kill Cody. And like
But you
Bear
had
said,
to have
man,
Brock on the show, you know.
yeah, you
That's
got
true.
to. That's why you put it. That's why Cena started the opening night. Remember back when we were kids? All you dudes know this. Man, you had to wait all night for that co-main event and main event. When they put Cena on first Saturday night, that was huge.
Yeah.
And man, that might have been the best thing, man, is just for a second. When Cena had them little kids out there on that stage, imagine those little kids, man, the shit they go through for them to be out on that stage in front of all them people. And that was badass, man.
And it was a callback to WrestleMania 20 too.
And the thing is,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love the fact that Cena basically passed the torch. Like
He knows what to do, man. It's like
he was
Taker. It's
all
like-
about business.
So, Peanut,
guys know what to do. What?
Peanut, I got a real question.
I'll try.
Johnny versus Sean, who's going over?
Man, I remember Sean from the shows and shit. That other little wild dude, man, he's funny as hell, man. You better watch out, Sean. He might have a foreign object or something.
Johnny's always got a foreign object.
Show him your
in his
So you
pocket.
going with
Yeah.
Johnny?
Show him your
That's
foreign
true.
object.
My foreign object just happened to be a duck.
Yes, he'll whip you with this duck.
It's brass too.
Hey man,
Sean, he's going to put the duck on you, man.
You know, y'all were talking about Stone Cold, and listen, he should have never come back and wrestled.
really? I
No,
thought
that was
them
awesome.
kids-
I
those-
thought he did great.
I think this is my opinion. I think the kicks and he blew up. I bet if you got him in a closed room, I bet he would regret it going back to that shit, man.
I don't think
He was
so.
he was turning down $5 million from Saudi Arabia matches. I just think, you know, it just. I'm not hating because he went back, because that son bitch was hot, man. He was, you know.
But it was Texas, and you know he was just wanted to.
That's it. Hey,
he wanted to represent
it's selling
Texas.
tickets.
When that glass broke, you couldn't hear anything in that.
All he had to do,
You're saving our
was
cooch.
hit the glass, come down there, hit a stunner. That's it, man.
A stunner.
Go back and watch the match. I'm not knocking Stone Cold because he's the man.
And he was working with one of the safest people to work with.
I don't think
Kevin
the match
Owens.
For sure.
great.
No, it wasn't great, but you know, and I'm not going to hate on it because I love
But
the sport.
nobody
There's
cared
nothing
about
better.
the match being great. They just wanted to
No,
see
they
Stone
don't.
Cold
That's
come
just
out.
me.
They wanted to hear the glass break, him walk to the ring.
That's it.
Do
He didn't
his
have to have a
thing.
match.
He
didn't have to have a
see
match.
the Thez press, do his
Exactly.
little forearm bump there, and then
His little mud hole kicks in the corner. Like ask your dude Sean over there because he's a fucking wild dude like me with this shit. All right, just real quick, let's stay with this for 1 second. Imagine, all right, they said Stone Cold did $13 million like in '98 from merch. All right, imagine if Hulk Hogan had the internet in the '80s and how quick you can get a shirt. It was 4 to 6 weeks to get a shirt, or you had to go to the show. Imagine the merch that Hogan. Yeah.
And
imagine how much merch he would have had.
Where Hogan went, on any corner he showed up at, people would just flock him.
Yeah,
and
man.
there was no internet then.
Yeah.
And that's no knock on
Nobody knew who
Austin
he was when there wasn't no internet.
Yeah.
Because growing up, you didn't see bootleg NWO shirts or Austin 316 shirts and, on and on and on.
He made them forget about the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Like when you said the Hulk, people thought of Hulk Hogan instead of Incredible Hulk.
And he was,
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely, man. He was good.
And the only other guy that was comparable at that time was Flair.
Yep.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is Flair just went around and went to each town and put the guy, made him go 60 minutes. Like, damn, next time he comes to town, he's going to kick Ric Flair's ass.
But how many other guys was doing 60-minute matches at that time besides Flair?
Well, there's guys that could, but they couldn't do it on a night-in, night-out basis with each guy that went to town.
He did it
like you think,
night.
Like Kerry Von Erich just drugged out of his mind. He took him 60 minutes. He'd take everybody. But you know somebody else that could take everybody 60 minutes? It's fucking Jerry the King Lawler, man. I don't give a shit. Anybody says one of the best. Jerry Lawler.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with
Best
that.
punch. Best punch. But, and look, y'all have to cut me off because I'll keep going. The man was getting 40% of the gate in Memphis. Why would you ever leave Memphis?
The first time I ever got to work with Lawler and we got to drop the straps at the same time, dude, I got a chubby.
He was hard.
That was hard. I was ready.
He was sick.
Hey, dude, don't tell me that's not fucking on
That'd
fire,
be
dude.
awesome. But
Me and him dropped the straps at the same time and just started smoking. Like it was one of the best moments ever. Like I'll never forget that.
Estill Street Jubilee, Jerry Lawler main evented, and at intermission he was doing pictures, and I held his jacket, and I'll never forget Ice Train came up and was like, "Peanut man, can you get this little kid? They've lost their mom." I was like, "Dude, I'm holding Jerry Lawler's jacket." He said, "Well, fuck it then." I was like, "Yeah, fuck it. I'm holding Jerry Lawler's jacket. What do you want me to do?"
Guess who's watching?
Who's that?
If it wasn't for Bear, and Al and Donnie, if it wasn't for you guys,
Oh, shit. Donnie.
The thing is, man, I wish you would have stuck around and kept training because you had every skill there was. Like, you was one of the best trainees, and then all of a sudden you just quit.
well, it's like I tell my kids and I tell everybody, if I knew Shane Parker when I was 18, I'd have been roided out of my mind fucking trying to get to New York or fucking Atlanta for sure.
The worst part was you had all the skills. You was doing everything that needed to be done.
Well, when you love it, you love it. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I got in that ring, you come in there, you had it chubby when you wanted to clothesline me. But anyways, that ain't about me, man. It's just, I like y'all show and shit. Just Mania was awesome. I'm glad fucking Roman won. I wouldn't care if Roman kept it another fucking 3 years. Good shit, man.
I think Roman right now is at the top
He
of
never
the
answered
game.
the question. Who's going over? Sean?
Man,
or Johnny?
hey, Sean, I like Sean, but I told you, old dude's going to have the foreign object. He's
Is
going
he going over?
Yeah, he's going to hit him with the foreign
Johnny's
object.
going over with the duck?
Hey, on the real,
I don't know about all that.
Sean's
I don't know
winning
his finish.
Where you
disqualification.
going to put the duck, though, Sean? Donnie?
I don't know his finish and all that
Something that
stuff.
happened to me a long time ago.
On the real though, I think Roman's on a different level than everybody else right now in
Yeah.
WWE.
What happened to you,
I
John?
think that
When
what
him
he's
and Steele
doing,
attacked me from behind.
every little thing that he's doing has purpose to it, from his facial expressions to his what he's saying to the actions in the ring. They all have purpose, and nobody else is on his level right now.
No.
It's in his blood. Remember, Vince was trying to shove him down our throats. The fans got to want it, you know. But here's the, you know, he's good. He's got Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has been fucking just killing it.
Yes, that is a big part of it.
I love the fact that they put the Samoans up on the top again. The whole.
Oh yeah, you got to, man.
They're like they're
good.
wrestling. They are
Damn
wrestling.
straight.
You
Yeah.
know, they are. Like,
What's the youngest one's name? The kid that hit him with the spike or whatever.
Solo Sikoa.
You know, them Samoans are tough as fuck, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's okay. Real quick, two things: is The Rock going to try to slide back in there?
No,
And I hope so.
I don't see it.
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't. He don't need
makes
the
too
belt
much
or
money.
nothing.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think they wanted The Rock this past, but Rock's got so much stuff going on. I just don't think he's got time.
They didn't have enough money for him. Like
Him
you
and
know,
Roman
Right.
would be epic, though.
I mean, he
Yeah,
That
but
would be huge.
he doesn't owe them anything. You know, Rock does not owe
But
WWE
Roman's
anything.
his cousin or nephew or whatever.
But he doesn't owe WWE anything if they don't come
But
up with the money.
They didn't
Then
owe him anything when he come back for
Yeah,
Hogan.
but
They
he
didn't
was
owe him
when
anything.
he was
come back for
Flex
Cena.
he was a big
Savannah.
star then, though.
He was a
When he was
star.
Flex
wasn't as
Savannah in
big.
Memphis, Vince and them gave him this shot, so he's always going to be grateful
There's
for
always
them.
loyalty there.
Yeah,
Always.
I mean, I don't know if it's going. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it probably is about money. These guys,
Yeah,
but,
it's about money.
You know,
It's about
but
money
look,
with the
Stone
Rock.
Cold was turned down again, $5 million for a match in Saudi Arabia, but
I've never.
he came out and wrestled like what I said.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't think it was too
he'd
good.
lose more money. Somebody like Stone Cold would lose more money taking the $5 million and going over there and ruin his reputation of going to Saudi Arabia.
That's what I'm saying.
He would
probably
lose
didn't-
more
I mean,
money than because he'd probably make that much money in endorsements in Texas.
Sure, he's getting all that off his royalties and all that. I'm saying, I wonder what he got. Look, he did that for Vince. You know, Stone Cold only had an 8-year ride, if you think about it.
Yeah.
After he got dropped on his head,
Oh, look.
97.
Jeff Hardy's back. Holy shit.
Jeff
You know,
Hardy's back.
but it's just you can go every
Hey,
which way you can
Andy,
about it.
you've been
It's still
wanting him
Stone Cold. He was good. It was good stuff, man. But he should have done business. That's the thing with Stone Cold. He should have done business with Brock. He didn't have to put Brock over. He should have went in there and said, "Hey, let's figure this out, get around it." But that's the only thing about Stone Cold.
The reason why he did it, though, is because he felt like it should have been at a pay-per-view where it's worthy.
Sure, absolutely.
I
But
agree
you go
with
in there,
Stone Cold
you go in
100%.
there. Look, you go in there and you talk. You figure it out. Though old school. Look, I don't like this. I don't like this creative. Let's figure something out. Or then you walk out.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, look. When you hear the glass, I don't know how many bigger pops there are than the rock and roll. Go back and watch on the Peacock. You listen to fucking
I guess the
the
biggest
rock and rolls pop.
one of the biggest would be the car wreck. Mick Foley coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's good too. But it's just, dude. God dang, boy. All right, when Mick Foley won the title, go back and watch that and listen to the pop when the fucking glass hits when Stone Cold comes out to take out the Rock and all that.
Anytime
That's
you hear the glass break, it's
yeah.
you
it's
can't hear
huge.
nothing else in the building.
Damn.
Everybody loves Stone
Warriors
Cold.
Too.
Road Warrior pop, fucking Rock and Roll Express pop in the '80s, Hogan pop. There's a lot of them that got pop, man.
Jeff Hardy just showed up back at AEW.
Hey, Andy, you
must
been,
be clean.
I like Jeff Hardy, man.
Oh,
I just
wow.
Jeff
I wish
can't
he'd
stay
straighten
clean,
up.
man.
Hey,
Yeah,
he's going to
he-
get another DUI tonight after
he's
the
his own
show.
worst enemy, man. Hey, look, what do y'all think about this? And I'll go.
Hell,
The
we
game-
called you.
the-
What are you talking about?
Well, wrestling is a video game now. It's just nobody sells. They're starting to tell stories again. That's Triple H because he's a student of the game. He's the reason Roman
That's-
Reigns and all this shit's going on.
And I think that's why
because
so many people are coming back to wrestling right now.
Yeah,
is because
man.
of the storytelling that Triple H is doing.
Yeah.
look,
Exactly.
every week that everything changes, you can't keep up with something. If you take the time and let people invest into it, like God dang it, Cody's going to get it this time. He's going to get it. this shit, man, it's like that now. But before, it was just every week something different. Every week something different. But the thing I've got, man, is like there was fucking 50 fucking super kicks in that main event on the Saturday night. There's nobody selling nothing, dude. There's stopping. Look,
Back in the day,
all you
super
gotta
kick
do
was
is
the finish. It was it. It
look.
was done.
Donnie and Bear know that the old timers, like Big Donnie and all of them. If the fans were chanting boring or some shit like that, man, they put a motherfucker in a fucking arm bar and just sit there.
Hey,
Fuck
brother,
you.
I'm telling you now, if we were in a match and the fans started chanting boring, within a matter of minutes, there's somebody coming from the back and jumping in the match. Like, the match is going to be over.
And
It's just there's nothing. There's no registering of moves and shit, dude. The kid that broke his leg in one of them shows over the WrestleMania weekend, I don't know, one of you guys may know it. He did the whole power bomb or some shit.
Yeah.
Sean may know who it is.
I know who it is too.
It's like, all right, you did all that, and it was going. If you succeeded with that, it'd be good for a week or a month until the next kid come along and did something crazy. Yeah, that's it. That's that dude right there. And man, the fans don't. Man, the biggest problem is the fucking fans or marks or whatever you want to call it. They're in the fucking back now. They ain't out in the fucking seats no more.
I'll tell you what the problem was: the fact that they want to do too many high spots and don't try to sell.
That's the video game shit, man. It's the video game.
Yeah.
When Shawn Michaels and Undertaker at 25, dude, when he kicked out of the tombstone, it's like, what the fuck?
And you saw the expression on Undertaker's face too, that he could not believe.
But you could take it back to 1990 when Warrior kicked out of the leg drop. Nobody'd ever done that shit.
Nobody.
But it's just
everybody kicks out of their
you gotta dial. You got
Nobody's finishers.
You gotta dial it down.
No more. Everybody kicks out of their
You
finishers.
gotta dial it down, man. You gotta dial it down.
That's one of the problems.
That's why I had two finishers. One that people
Less
kicked out
is
of,
more.
and one that nobody did.
Yeah,
Less is
that's
more.
what everybody needs to do now. They need to stop kicking out of people's
I would
finishers.
do two different finishers, and I would finish people with one of. Like I would do the stunner, and I would actually finish people with the stunner. But the power slam, I would never let anybody kick out of it.
Yeah,
I think I let Bear kick out of it because our match meant so much. We had a year angle going that we had built this angle up for a whole year. So then it meant something if he kicked out of the power slam.
Yeah.
But the stunner.
But he kicked out of the hibernator. So
yeah, but the stunner was okay. I did finish people with it, but if I was going to let somebody kick out of one, that was the one.
Yeah, not the other one.
Nobody ever kicked out unless it was a very big angle and it meant something. It had to mean something before you kick. Now, you got super kicks and you do 15 super kicks a match.
Or mostly 100.
Remember the DDT was a finisher?
Oh yeah.
Everybody does it now.
When
That's
that's
a regular move now.
But you see, when Jake the Snake would do it, it meant something because when he do it, he signaled it. And it, like you said, it meant the end.
How many hip tosses you see? How many hip tosses you
Did
see?
you hit Sean with the DDT?
Yep.
Would it be over?
Yep, it'd be over because that's what it's supposed to be.
So
Then hit him with the
you
duck.
remember when Peanut started training, he was going to tag with Chucky Smooth.
Yeah.
Him and Chuck was going to be a tag team. And y'all are Chucky Smooth fans.
Oh, we have big Chucky Smooth fans.
And then Peanut and Chuck
Sean
started
wants to
training
see
together.
a naked picture of him.
Damn.
Oh, was it Johnny?
Not me.
Would you like a naked picture of Chuck? He'll send
No.
it.
The DD,
That's not me.
Your
So,
move would be the
if you-
DDG.
if you and
the
Chuck-
duck goose.
If you and
Yes.
Chuck would have went on to be tag team,
Your move would be the Silverhawk.
if
Yeah,
you
'cause
and
you got
Chuck
the duck.
if you and
But
Chuck
mine
went on to be a
be
tag
DDG.
team, who do you think would have been the leader of the tag team? You or Chuck?
I'd let Chuck handle all that. Hell, I'd be more like Barry Windham, just quiet and just do my shit in the ring. That's another guy that's underrated. Bobby Eaton and Barry Windham,
Wyndham's
they're
very
definitely.
underrated.
Yeah. And he never
Widow
said
Mike-
nothing, really. Widow, you can go on and on. WrestleMania 1, they lost the belts to Sheik and Volkov, man, him and Rotundo. And look at their boys, Look, I don't even know what happened with Bray Wyatt and all that shit, but, it's just, I wish wrestling would go back to what it was, wrestling. I like all the crazy moves, this and that. Some of the false finishes is good, but it's
What do
just
you
like,
think about
fuck, man.
What do you think about AEW?
Man, I like AEW. I'm not going to knock it because it's competition, but I don't watch it. I barely watch
I
the
think they got too many goddamn
WWE.
belts.
Yeah.
It's just, here's the problem. Here's the problem. The problem was, in my opinion, Tony Khan is a wrestling fan with a big piggy bank. He's just a modern day Eric Bischoff who don't know what he's doing. You got all these people in the back. You got double A's. That's the one thing. You got motherfuckers ain't never been in a fight or wrestled. They're writing and they're telling these guys what to do. You need these old school wrestlers in there. AEW don't need to worry about WWE. And Moxley's cool, but it's like you got to build a brand in there. You got like AJ Styles, man. What they did at TNA with him.
I'm not a Moxley.
You know.
Fan.
Yeah, well, what's
I'm
that
not either.
necessary for? You see him just beat his head like 1,000 times.
I'm not a Moxley fan. Never
Because
been a Moxley
he can't do he can't do nothing else. That's why he's not there.
And
That's why he's not there. He's not in New York with his boys.
they ruined.
You know.
They basically ruined bleeding because they always do it 24/7.
Yeah, but see, that's
AEW bleeds every match.
Exactly.
That's like all right, and you know, red equals green. All this stuff you hear, like ECW. When you get powerbombed through a flaming table on fucking a frying pan and a fucking barbed wire, then you kick out. You're killing the business. ECW was cool though; it was good. It had its own little mixture, but it goes back to with AEW. They just need to do their thing, be smart. But how big was the crowd at Rupp Arena? You know,
It was pretty big.
shit. I mean, was the top filled up?
It was filled up like the bottom and the middle was. I think it was pretty full, really, wasn't it?
It was,
I mean, I hope it is. There's nothing better than competition. You know,
when they
was
AEW when it came to Rupp.
if
it was
Vince
pretty
and them
full.
was smart, if Vince and them was smart in 2001, you'd have let Shane kept the whole WCW over there right at WrestleMania 17 and build that shit up, man. But they just picked out of what was in there and took them.
Yeah, they should have left.
You got to have competition, man.
They should
You
have
got
kept
to.
it going. Actually, I thought that was a good brand. They should have kept going.
Yeah,
They
that's a good story.
They wasted a lot of money like buying that thing and then killing it. Like that. Like, why are you going to buy a company and then kill it? A company.
And they used Booker T and Buff Bagwell as scapegoat for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they buried Buff. You know what I'm saying? But
I hated the way
they buried
did Booker.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booker was the man.
But I mean,
of
at the end of the day,
WCW, and they
it's
killed him.
business.
Exactly.
And,
He was
people
so
can hate
good
on
in
TNA.
WCW, and they made him a joke, man. It was bullshit.
Yeah.
I
Like
hated-
TNA, like Jerry Jarrett. People got to give him props, and Jeff Jarrett, because they got TNA off the ground, and it did good, except for the 6-sided ring, you know. And
some bitches is awful to work in.
6-sided ring sucks.
Suck.
Really?
I
The
don't.
ropes are tighter than Dick's hat band.
And they just fucking suck. It sucks. 6-sided.
So,
It looks cool,
It looks cool.
but
Me and
it
Donnie
sucks.
done it one night just to do it, and we was like, "Why the fuck we do this?"
Fuck
It
this.
sucked.
It
Went
was
to hit the
awful.
ropes. It was like hitting that wall.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's awful. They're so tight because they're short in between the turnbuckles.
Yeah.
It's so tight
Yeah.
you can't bounce off of them or nothing.
Worse than Virgin Snatch.
who should be put in the Hall of Fame? WWE.
That's not.
The next one,
Yeah.
there's some.
Now you got to take into consideration, like there's people that's on that concussion lawsuit, like Demolition, like Rick, like the model Rick Martel. He should be in there, man.
Demolition.
Demolition won't 'cause they're suing.
Mike Sharp should be in that motherfucker. Iron
that's
Mike
right.
Sharp put more fucking fuckers over than anybody in the WWE.
I mean, it's a work, but you know, like fucking Drew Carey and these fucking douchebags that are in there.
Yeah.
You know, it's a joke.
And you ain't got Iron Mike Sharp, and is the Brooklyn Brawler in there?
Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah,
should be in
Brooklyn
there.
Brawler put a lot of people over,
Yeah,
man. He's
like
like
the
Tony
jobber.
Falk in Memphis.
The Jobbers made those guys, man. You got to put them
Yeah.
over, man.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
George South.
They really ought to make
Shit.
it. They really ought to make it instead of like a star thing. But they ought to make it. They ought to take some real wrestlers and put them in there. Like they ought to change it.
Yeah. And they're also, it's business. They're drawing people in. Oh, yeah, Drew Carey going into that WrestleMania thing. I get all that, the celebrity wing and all that shit. Look, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Bill Dundee should be in that motherfucker.
He ain't in there?
Absolutely.
No, hell no.
Bill
Bill Dundee.
Bill Dundee
Bill Dundee.
and Jerry Lawler was neck and neck.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, you can't talk about Jerry Lawler without Bill
Dutch
Dundee.
Mantel, Bill Dundee,
Dutch
Steve
Mantel
Keirn,
should be in there.
Yes.
The Fabulous ones,
Yeah.
the fabulous
Fabulous
ones
ones should
as
be
a
in
tag
there.
team should be in there.
Absolutely. It's just,
Austin
look, just think,
Idol. Austin
think what
Idol.
we missed out on. Yeah. You could, look, Memphis, look, Bear and Donnie are going, and you go the guys, look, ain't nothing better than Memphis. You wasn't wrestler unless you went through Memphis. You know? Fucking Jerry Lawler touched them all and beat them all.
Austin Idol should definitely be in there.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
And what sucks is these guys that don't go in, or they go in and they've already passed away.
Yep.
Could you imagine Road Warrior Hawk cutting a promo up there at the Hall of Fame? Well, you know, just all that shit, man. You didn't get to hear Bobby Eaton talk because he passed away. Big Van Vader. You know what I'm saying? Rick
Eaton was one of
Rude.
my favorite matches, dude.
Bobby Eaton is a top 5 wrestler. I'll debate anybody on it any day of the week.
I had one
Top
of the
5
best
wrestler
matches.
all time.
I had one of the best matches with Bobby Eaton. The night I worked him was in Irving, Kentucky, and it's the first time we ever met, talked, anything. And when I got back there, we talked about, and I told him, I said, hey, man, give me a clothesline on the floor. I want a clothesline on And he was like, no, man, my clotheslines are stiff. He's like, you don't want it on the floor. I was like, no.
Fucking lay it in there.
I was like, no, I want it on the floor. He's
Hell
like,
yeah.
So we went out there and had this match, and he hit me with that clothesline, and he wasn't lying. Hey, dude, my teeth fucking chattered when he hit me with it. Like, I don't know if you ever been hit hard enough where you hear that buzzing sound.
Yeah.
But that's what I heard when he clotheslined me. He wasn't lying.
Bobby Eaton, man. Bobby Eaton. You loved it.
He fucking laid it in there. But after our match, he come to me and asked me personally if I would go to the next 5 shows he was doing and work him.
Wow.
Beautiful.
He's like, hey, what we just did out there was amazing. He said, what we just did out there was beautiful. He said, I would love for you to come with me. He said, I got 5 shows booked. He said, I would love for you to come to these shows with me.
Good stuff. He was one of the best.
Joe, what's the promoter's name that was doing Urban? Joe, he was the preacher guy. I can't think of his last name. But, yeah, that's...
The bald head dude. I know you're talking about.
Bobby Eaton could work with anybody.
Hey, dude, Bobby Eaton was so great, man. Such a nice guy.
With me, one of the things, like, people love Ricky Steamboat, but Ricky Steamboat was never a bad guy or a heel, whatever you want to call it, man. And that's the thing. It's like when Ricky wasn't too good on the stick, and neither was fucking Bobby Eaton. Bobby Eaton had Jim Cornette and Jimmy Hart. He didn't have to talk on the microphone. He also had Paul Dangerously. You know, he had all 3 of those guys. But like Ricky Steamboat, great worker, but I can't put him in one of the all-time greats because he was never a bad guy.
Joe Rogers.
Chucky just said it.
Yep, Joe Rogers. That was it.
With that eye.
Yeah. Hey, I remember when Joe Rogers was doing that dead man gimmick, and he was wrestling Justin Idol at the Jubilee.
Damn, I remember that shit.
Oh, Joe, no, it's a different dude. Joe Wright. I know who you're talking about now.
And then he set up
tall
like
dude.
he set up like the Undertaker and Justin Idol's match.
That's awesome.
Justin Idol got so mad. He hit him with a finisher, and Joe set up like the Undertaker.
That's beautiful.
Justin ran over there and kicked him in the face. And he told him, he said, motherfucker, you're not the fucking Undertaker. He said, don't you fucking set up. Yep. Hey, I swear to God that happened. He said, you're not the Undertaker. Don't you fucking set up when I hit you with a finisher.
That sounds about right.
Hey, that happened.
That's funny.
That's what
He was doing this the Pale Rider gimmick is what he was doing at the time. But,
Damn,
but
Pale
Joe
Rider.
Rogers was a great guy. He was a nice guy.
Yeah.
I guess, for me, why I don't watch it like, all the time now is the difference is, man, back when we watched it, those were tough guys, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
Like
Harley Race was tough son of a
That's
bitch.
what I'm saying. Those guys were tough. These motherfuckers nowadays, and I'm not taking away from everybody that's in there, but you can look at them, and you look at them, and you're sitting in the crowd like, I could whoop that guy's ass.
Yeah, that's the
But
problem,
now,
man.
you didn't do that back in the 80s. You'd be scared to run into
What
him.
you got going on over there?
I don't
dude?
know, man. He's
What do you got? What do you got?
Like you see
swallowing
some of
over
these guys,
Peanut?
like, oh, dude,
got a
The
cat. You got
the-
a cat over there or something?
The marks are in the back. Are you talking about me? I just closed the door, man.
Oh.
It's all good.
Fuck, dude, put some
I don't-
fucking on.
that's
fucking
Kenwick,
hinges,
man.
dude.
Kenwick.
Kenwick shit.
Hey! Leave my neighborhood out. Ain't nobody worried about
Wait.
that north side shit.
You live in Kenwick?
You damn right.
I live in Kenwick.
Uh-oh. Johnny wants to
See
have man
that?
Whoa.
sex.
There's
See
another
that?
wild
Well,
guy.
there's-
That just puts another point in your favor, dude.
Yeah.
You might be just a little tougher than you thought.
Yeah, Kenwick.
I mean,
Maybe that's where I live.
Peanut's been known to kick a little ass.
Oh,
Hell,
Yeah,
kid, you don't
straight.
need no foreign object. Hell, you don't need a foreign object.
You
Just
don't need
keep
a
that in your
foreign
trunk.
object now. You're in Kenwick.
Damn straight.
Keep it in your
You're
trunk.
fucked, Sean.
So is he going over clean on John?
So he's going over clean on Sean.
He ain't even got hooked the leg, brother.
He ain't got hooked the leg,
Damn,
Sean.
John.
You're laying out flat.
He said he ain't got to hook the
You
leg.
don't have to hook the leg,
It's
Sean.
nice to meet you, Peanut. I'm in Kenwick too. My name is Johnny Lee Snowden.
Kenwick.
That's great.
Kenwick.
You might even see me walk the neighborhood.
What was it? What they call them?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Kenwick hoods? Is that what they called them over there?
I don't know. It is what it is. We can't help where we're rooted at.
So
Hell.
what was the tag team name you and Chuck was gonna go under?
Oh, I have no idea, man.
You
I was in there
remember?
training with Johnny. I was in there training with Johnny Lightning.
It was going to be him and Johnny's who it was.
I thought it was him and Chuck.
No, it was him and
I was
Johnny.
in there. I was training with Johnny Lightning.
They was both doing good, and they both.
Oh, they
Hey,
both
I'm not
just
lying.
quit. Like,
Look,
dude, I was so mad y'all quit, dude.
I know you're
girl-
mad.
the
I'm just
girlfriend's
telling you.
made
I'll
him
say it. I'll say. Well, I wasn't with my baby mama at that time, but
Your baby mama.
anyways, that's another story for another day. Again, if I knew Shane Parker when I was 18, I'd have been gassed to the gills like Hulk
Chucky
Hogan in
Smooth said
fucking
you run
1981.
Kenwick, dude.
Hell, I'm not worried about fucking Kenwick. I'm talking about fucking
Chucky,
wrestling.
I'm
Let's-
just telling you, Chucky Smooth just posted you run Kenwick. I'm just.
Hey, Chucky's full of shit. Peanut don't come off the porch.
Hey, brother,
That motherfucker
you ain't got to.
He ain't never
Ain't
been
got
to the
to.
playground.
You don't
Ain't
even
got
make it to
to,
the
man.
playground, man.
I ain't got to. Hell, I come up to y'all's playground and hit a home run. What are you talking about?
He used to go up to the 9-foot goals.
Hey, you
up
playing
there
this
to
weekend,
center,
man?
dog.
Nah, I'm retired.
What are
Hey,
you
I played on
talking
10
about,
foot too, Bear. I used to go out there and hoop on your family at fucking
Man,
Leestown.
man.
Jesse Clark.
I thought, man, you was bringing it back one time this year, man.
He
Look,
don't
Bear got me and Al playing up there in Richmond with frogs. And Bear didn't play one game, and then he come the last season when we get a championship. He gets in there for a championship. Talk about a run-in. Boy,
That's what he does.
I got y'all on the team. You can ask Al. He got us on Frog's team. There's my boys right here. We didn't see Bear for 3 seasons until we was in the championship.
Well, this weekend,
You
man,
notice how he's quiet.
It's all about timing, son.
8 o'clock.
That's it, yeah.
We need you at
And it's 9:30 right
we need
now.
you at Athens at 8 o'clock in the morning, Saturday.
I
Yeah.
gotta pull a full
Come on,
gun.
man. I thought you was
Ain't happening, man.
I thought we was doing
you
the
got,
Freebirds thing, man.
y'all got Big Mike over there, man.
Man,
You got to
Y'all
come
got
watch
Big
it.
Mike.
Big Mike's got heavy feet, man.
All right, I love y'all. God damn, I'm hurting my ears. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Johnny, don't touch Sean.
Man, I don't think
Oh.
Big Mike knows how to take me, man.
Oh, he's fine, man. He's just shy, man.
God damn things.
That's good because I'm gonna give him hell all year. You know that.
Well,
right?
yeah, as long as he can take it, he'll give it back. Let's get back on wrestling, man. I'm not worried about softball. Hell,
Come on, man. What are you talking about?
no,
Team
let's talk about
Madness.
some wrestling. Yeah, Team Madness. Ooh, yeah, dig it, yeah. Freak
Stop
out,
doing
freak
sleep,
out. Miss Elizabeth still be alive. She stay with Macho Man.
And she's buried in Frankfurt,
Miss
Kentucky.
Elizabeth's still alive. She was with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey, you know, Macho Man gets jealous when you look at her.
that's all right.
Hey, let me get another one of them beers while you ain't doing nothing over there.
Give Donnie one of them fine pilsners.
Fine Pilsner beer.
You can't trust anyone else with
It
this.
ain't that Bud Light shit.
No, you don't better not be drinking that transgender shit.
Nah, we don't drink that transgender shit.
No, we don't.
We don't support that shit. I'm sorry, it's your podcast. It's probably
No,
some
I'm
shit
not
we should
saying
talk
nothing bad about it. I mean, I'm not worried about people and all
about.
that
I'm worried
shit.
about women's rights. I
Look,
don't think it's fair.
just leave.
I don't
just
think
leave
it's
the kids
fair
alone.
for men to compete in women's sports. I don't give a shit what you identify as. If you compete in women's sports, it's wrong.
I ain't gonna get off the rails here. I'm gonna get back on wrestling. Look, I don't care about what you want to do when you're 18. Just leave kids alone. That's the bottom line.
Yeah,
that's it. So, anyways,
but the thing is, that's just been going on in wrestling for years, and it's okay.
Well, WrestleMania 40, I would love to see Orton, or I'll take Cody against Roman. Another year from now, that'd be good. For him to take it a year from now, that'd be great. I'll take that over Orton and Rhodes. But I could also see Cody, Orton coming out as the bad guy, because Orton's the best when he's a bad guy. Heel, whatever y'all want to say.
Y'all think the fans would be interested in Cody chasing the belt for a year?
I would. I would, as a fan, I would love it. I think I would take that over him.
He's got to beat Seth. He's got to beat.
Like Bear said. He's got to beat everybody, man. He's got to earn them stripes.
Got to beat Sammy.
The fans have turned on him.
Honestly, since he's come from AEW, he hasn't fought.
I didn't think so either.
Seth.
I didn't think.
Let me tell you how you put him over.
He deserved the belt. I didn't think he deserved the belt at all.
This is how you get him over. This is how you get him over. Get him through Brock. Get him through the next one. Get him through the next one. At Royal Rumble, make that motherfucker be number 1 or number 2 and run the gauntlet and earn it and go to Mania and win it. Don't make him be 30.
He's talking about his story. He's not been.
That's
he hasn't. Hey, this is his story.
Yeah, this is a
story. That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you, when at the after press conference, Triple H said, "Well, the story's not done."
No,
that was a
That's
key.
it. And here's the thing.
Right there was a. He was.
You can screw him over. You can screw him over like they did Stone Cold. With the whole Vince and trying to keep him out. You screw Cody over, and he has to be number 1 in the Royal Rumble instead of number 30. And like I said, make him go through all them people, and that would be perfect. If he wanted at 40, that'd be great.
I think 100% though, Cody is your guy.
Yeah.
In time, yeah. But right now,
in time. But I mean, I think he's the next guy.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what the problem is?
The fans are behind him. They want to see it. Cody's the guy.
That's right.
Eventually, the fans are going to turn Roman like they did Austin.
Yeah, Roman's going to be.
If they're not careful.
Yeah, Roman's going to be face at some point.
That's what I'm saying. If they're not careful,
he's on that now. Though.
Yeah, he's almost that now.
He's going to be a face that the fans actually want, not shoved down our throats.
Yeah.
Remember WrestleMania 13 with the double flip with fucking Brett and Austin. Yeah. The fans. Vince was shoving Roman down their throat. This is him. This is the guy, and they wasn't buying it. Yeah, that's the one thing about the fans.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're right there, Peanut. Like, the fans we were getting Roman shoved down our throats.
Yeah, man.
Like, it was WWE's version of saying, "You'll eat what I tell you to eat."
That's
what's on your plate, and that's what you eat. I mean, you got to use the.
And that's the thing. Vince was so smart with his time's come or whatever, but Vince already knows what the fans want before they want it.
That is true.
They couldn't turn Cena because of the Make-A-Wish and the kids and all of that, which he would have been a great fucking heel.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if look, Hogan's so full of shit, but he's the best. But he was talking about, at WrestleMania 6, I wanted to be Hollywood Hulk Hogan then. He's full of shit. He was making movies. But imagine Hulk turning bad somewhere in the 90s, maybe after he lost to Sid or beat Sid or what. Who knows? It's just, there's so much out there. But if you did Roman and Cody at 40, it would be great. It'd be like, Shawn and Taker did 25-26. Triple H and Taker did 27-28.
Yep.
Didn't Cena and Rock go back to back too, Sean? I think.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So you could do that. I mean, I'm a fan, dude. I love it. Whatever.
Same here.
Bro. You could take Orton as the bad guy and fuck Cody over. And well, you know what? You held me back in legacy. Hell, you can bring DiBiase kid back, and he ain't even got to work. He's all about his family. Yeah. There's so much you can do there, but. I think you're going to put more asses in the seats if you make Cody Chase go through the big nasty giant fucking Lesnar, make him go through all that shit, dude, all of them, and make him go into the Rumble again at fucking number 1 or 2, and then you put it on him at 40. There's your story right there.
And that's why the fans haven't turned on Cody yet.
I'm telling you right now, every promotion that's got a heel as a champ draws more money.
Yeah,
that's it. You're chasing the heel, man.
You got the strong baby face chasing the heel, you make.
And because think about it this way, also Dusty, he's
Never held the WWF title. He fought Billy
Right.
Graham and all that. And that's
Yeah.
your story,
and
you know?
And Dusty, when he was champion, wasn't champion for very long.
No,
Probably
man.
total combined time about 2 months at most between his 3 reigns. But
Yeah.
his story was the chase.
Yeah, chasing after the Four Horsemen. He wanted it to bash. He wanted his 85 Starrcade, you know, but,
Exactly.
you know, that's the difference. Like Macho Man. They had to turn Macho Man to give him the belt. You know, it was going to be DiBiase. But, man, that 88 run for Macho Man, he took on every fucking body.
Yep.
You know, just like he did with the IC belt.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just, and look, I know you've heard the rumors, and Paphos, Lanny, rest in peace, said that Macho wanted to do a 1 to 2 year feud with Shawn Michaels and then pass the torch to Shawn Michaels. Could you imagine that? That'd have been a hell of a fucking feud.
Yeah.
You know, there's just so much. There's so much out there that what could have been, what, you know, this or that. It's just, if they just go back to telling stories like they are right now, I'd probably watch the product more. And also, man, take it down to 2 hours, man. Nobody wants to sit there for 3 hours and watch that shit.
I know.
Yeah,
you know, it's just it's oversaturated. And how
There's
about
a
6
lot of
pay-per-views
wrestling
a
on
month?
right now. There's a lot of wrestling out
Yeah,
there.
and that's beautiful. That's great. You all talk about all the promotions in the look. You guys are deep into the Kentucky independence and all that, and that's great because these people got to have, you know, places to learn. Like, to me, WWE only needs 6 pay-per-views a year. That makes it more important.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, we had 4.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Then they added King of the Ring, and then it was In Your House, and then, you know, I mean, that whole run between, you know, WCW and Vince and them, fuck, we was watching 14 to 16 pay-per-views a year.
Yeah.
You know, just,
and you had to choose certain months which
yeah,
month you're gonna
unless you were
watch.
still in the cable or still in the satellite. Plus, you had ECW, which that was a great time. You're never going to get that back.
No.
But it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm an old head now, man. I need you to sell a hold. I need you to sell a move. You know, just
Exactly.
God dang, man.
Man, I tell you what though,
It'd be like you get run over with the tank. Okay, you kick out at 2. Then
And I'll say this
blow
real
you
quick,
up.
and whoever's going to say something, Shane McMahon. You know he's going to come back and jump off the building onto a table to redeem himself.
Oh,
you know, he ain't going to go out like
I had
that.
seen how big the arena is and that little lighting thing above the ring. I looked at that. I was like, oh. You can ask Johnny. When we first saw it, I said, look at that. Shane's gonna. If Shane was there, he'd jump off that if he got the chance.
It's a good thing Shane didn't because we saw what happened. As soon as he jumped for that leapfrog, down he came towards quad.
That was a great leapfrog till he landed.
Well, he's blown up. He's 50 years old. He's on so much gas, which they got all the good gas, except The Rock. Rock takes the best gas.
Yeah.
But he was blown up before he got in the ring. He didn't have to do that leapfrog. His punches are, I hate it because I like Shane. I grew up watching him. We all did. You know, he grew up with us. You know, it's unfortunate, but
yeah.
Tell him shut the fuck up and y'all bring him on.
Oh yeah, we did.
Hey, Bear.
Yeah, we need
Hey,
to get
Bear.
you on, Peanut.
Hey,
No, man, I can't. I'll chat with y'all this way. It's just,
no,
Fly
we'd
Johnny
love to
Lee.
get you on. Yeah.
On
it's
Facebook.
just.
Well, he don't have.
I'm not on Facebook. Fuck that shit.
Facebook, I got his phone number.
All right, I'll text
All
you.
right, but brother, we got to get you on to a trivia one-off between you and me.
There we go.
It's just for good.
They
it's all
say
in
they
good
say you
fun.
know a lot, man.
Johnny and
Peanuts versus
shut
Sean
up.
Johns
All right,
face off.
And Peanut, I think I trained with you 1 or 2 times back in the day. So, but I'm gonna let Bear get his seat back because he's been eyeballing me. But yeah, no, but like, hey, but you got to admire Snoop Dogg for taking the initiative and covering. Like,
Did you see the cameraman
Yeah.
throwing his arm up to punch? See, I thought
Yeah, the
Snoop,
cameraman
well, I
was
guess
saying-
Triple H. You know, at the press conference, Triple H said, "Yeah, Snoop. You know, I guess he put Snoop over as far as Snoop really did. You know, on the fly, which he didn't. But yeah, Snoop. Hey, a lot of people would freak out in that moment, man.
That saved the moment too because
yeah,
Miz-
that's
Absolutely.
because you could feel the booze starting to come.
Absolutely,
and all of a
man.
sudden, Snoop just like, okay.
also
Miz.
before
Yeah.
Before that, you saw Miz freeze up like he didn't know what to do after
Yes.
he bumped into
Yes.
Shane.
Hey.
About
Yeah,
the way
man.
Sean does when he sees you coming down the hallway.
Wow. No,
Damn.
sir.
Get nervous, Johnny?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not trying to start no shit, but I'm just saying.
You're trying to
No,
start
Donnie
shit,
never starts. Donnie never starts nothing.
Donnie
I
starts
swear to
shit?
God.
What the hell you say?
Did you hear it,
I
Johnny?
swear to God, Donnie never starts nothing.
Never,
Ever.
That man is a saint over there.
Oh, you a liar.
They only
Johnny.
call. I mean, his name's Honest. I mean, come on, jeez.
Real.
Honestly full of
Honest Johnny
shit.
Green. For a reason.
Peanut, Saturday,
Why?
you coming to play ball? What?
No, man, I'll probably be
Come on,
getting my
man.
hair cut
Your
and
woman
trying to get
won't
my
let you play
money
ball?
out.
He said
It
you
ain't
won't.
nothing to do with my woman, man. That's
Come
cheap
on,
heat.
man.
She's not worried about softball.
I'm just saying that's the word on the street.
I don't give a fuck what the street says.
But I mean, you
I
and
don't
Kim,
feel
but
that
the street,
shit.
The street goes far over there,
I'm-
man.
Dude, I'm standing next to my truck. I mean, yeah, I'm in my neighborhood.
I know you had to
yeah.
sneak outside to talk to us on the phone. I mean,
Listen
I was trying to
here.
start
We
no
heard
shit.
this out of the background.
That was just me opening the door to get my sweet tea, man. That's all that was.
I mean-
I'm not worried about what Donnie's over there
I
saying.
mean, even Chuck said that you scared to get
I'm
up.
not worried about what Charlie Smooth says. Hell,
Hey, Charlie don't lie.
neither do you.
I know I don't. But
Oh, bullshit.
Barry, so why won't he play Saturday? Why won't Peanut play Saturday?
Couch.
What is it?
They won't get off the couch.
Won't get off the couch.
Watch
Bear,
YouTube video.
you can't get off the couch because you had too many Pilsners.
He said you had too many Pilsners.
They said you passed out on the beach.
Barry's gonna be there Saturday. Where you at?
How you pass? And look, Donnie, I know what you're trying to do. It ain't gonna work,
I
man.
thought me and you was gonna bring it back one time.
No, that's what you want one time. That's what
Come
you
on,
want.
man. Freebirds one more time.
I'm out of the territory right now. I lost the Loser League town,
He
man. You
wants
gotta
the
wait for
Freebird.
Dundee to come
Oh,
back.
Come on, man. Tell your woman that you got to do
It
something.
ain't got nothing to
Saturday.
do with her.
Ah.
It ain't got nothing to
I
do
tell
with
you
her.
what, I won't let nobody bother you at the park. Just come on
Oh,
out
hell.
there. Come on.
You gotta
man.
have something better than that, champ. Come on.
Come on, man.
You
I
gotta
ain't
have
gonna let nobody
something
bother
better
you,
than
man.
that. You gotta have something better
Look,
than that.
If you're scared, jump in my pocket.
Which one?
It don't matter. You can get in either one of them.
If you get in the front one, you're gonna have a ball.
I can bring you some
A
Bud
little one.
Light.
Have a little ball.
I'll bring you a sixer of Bud Light.
Is that what's supposed to draw me out there? The
Keyword,
Bud Light?
Bud Light.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what usually people drink that sit on the
Sean
couch.
don't
By
drink.
4, you'd be completely switched
Sean
over.
drinks Bud Light.
No, Sean does
If
not.
Sean drank, what would he drink, Johnny?
It would be a Bud Light.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Why would he drink Bud Light?
I mean, when it floats his boat.
You
I don't
think-
drink.
You think he's got a vagina?
I don't know about that. If he does,
He's got access to a couple of them, I think.
I do.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Montreal screw job, was it a work?
Fuck yeah.
How are the cameras in all the right spots every time?
Exactly.
Man, I can't hardly stand Bret Hart. I know that probably hurts everybody's feelings, but I can't hardly stand him.
he wouldn't
It
give
doesn't
us a 4
mind.
out of 10.
I don't think
Brett-
I don't think it was a work, but I don't think Brett wanted to do
You think Brett?
business.
You think Brett knew?
Brett knew. You can't convince me otherwise.
No.
He knew.
Man, when it's just the cameras and all that. Even Scott Hall was talking about it. Like, just they got to, man, go down there, go to Atlanta for 3 years, make all that money. I'll bring you back. But if Brett wasn't going to do business because he was in Canada and all that shit,
Yeah.
then that's a bunch of bullshit. Because he grew up in the business. You're going out. You put the next guy over.
All
It doesn't
because
matter.
He didn't like Shawn Michaels.
You gotta do what it
Yeah.
takes.
Because
Him and Sean.
You
because
For real
he
had
was
heat.
jealous that
Yeah,
Vince
he-
was giving his love and attention to
Yeah.
fucking Shawn Michaels and not to Brett. That's exactly.
And here's what's
what
funny
that
though.
is.
Here's the thing though is, all right, that happened in what, November of '97.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Sean gets billed over the top rope, hits his back on the casket. In March he's
Right.
done with Austin.
Yeah.
If Brett had just fucking stayed around there, him and Austin would have been tearing the house down in '98.
Oh, yeah.
This and that. It's one of them what ifs. because WCW didn't know what to do with Bret Hart.
No, they didn't do shit
You
with
know?
him.
They didn't know what to do with
They
him,
dropped
and
the
that
ball
falls on Bischoff and all that. And Bischoff had a lot of
But
people in his ear.
I also think a lot of it had to do with Bret because he spent that whole 2-3 years depressed over Montreal. And
Oh, yeah.
he didn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
put his heart wasn't in WCW. He was
No, he was a WWE guy forever.
yeah, he was a WWE guy. His heart was
See?
not into it.
And then Owen and all that shit, it really fucked
Yep.
him up. It's just that could have been handled differently, but at the end of the day, Brett's got to put that guy over. You put that guy over. It's business.
Bear says it's
It's
closing
fucking-
time.
Oh, Bear's getting sleepy.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Uh-oh, we got Wendy calling.
Wendy's calling.
Listen, I'm gonna get off here, guys.
All right, Peanut.
All right, cool.
Appreciate y'all. Take care. See
All
you.
right,
All right,
buddy.
Peanut.
Hello, you're on the podcast.
Send somebody down here to get your liquor.
All right.
All right.
Wendy's waiting on you.
Johnny, go down there and get that, would you?
What is it?
Wendy's waiting on you. She's downstairs.
Johnny's going to go get it.
Oh, she brought it.
Yeah, she brought some liquor.
We were just kidding.
Yeah, at the end of the podcast.
Jump on.
Hop on, take Johnny's seat.
God, Barry, you've been sitting over on the outs forever, dude.
Yeah, Bear, I offered you your seat back, Bear.
Y'all come to New South
Yeah, but you
Wrestling
done taken
Show
my
Friday
show.
night.
Huh?
Tainted my seat.
Hey, what day is Larry's show?
The
The
29th.
29th.
Definitely want to push that.
It's a 29th.
The
April
29th, there's
Go ahead,
a
tell him, Sean.
special show to benefit Larry D. He just recently had a tragic event with his family, lost his house,
They lost everything.
lost everything.
No fire.
All they had to start with are the clothes on their back. Thank God they're all alive. But there's a special benefit show. There's also a GoFundMe page starting up. So 29th in Cynthiana at the City Hall Gym. Legends Never Die benefit show. All sorts of great matches.
It's going to have
And there's a Nice Guy Indie Podcast Championship title defense.
yeah, and we're going to be down there live doing the pre-show. So, guys,
Exactly.
check us out. Come on down, buy a ticket. All the proceeds
There's
go to legend Larry D and his family.
There's a pre-show gimmick battle royal for all trained and licensed wrestlers in the state of Kentucky that want to get on.
A lot of the local professional wrestling organizations like New South, EPW, EAW,
Diego.
UCW. Cameron, what's up?
Going, y'all? Y'all doing all right?
We're
Yes,
doing
sir,
good.
Cam.
We're just telling everybody about Legends Never Die down in Cynthiana on the 29th. Well, you riding a horse?
Yeah. No, no. And I'm just driving 7 hours back.
We got Bear, Steele, and Donnie Green
You
here.
know what?
They're two legends. You want to ask them any questions?
Actually, I do. After I say a few things a little bit. I was at Rugged Pro Wrestling. Actually, thanks to Nice Guy Indie Podcast and thanks to everybody's advice on there, I've been doing much better. I've been much better. Of the Rugged Pro Wrestling in Iowa, they want me back. I'm actually going to be at Triple Crown this weekend at the arena. So, and thanks to you guys, I've been getting hired for left and right
So
for things.
people
So
are listening to
think
us, huh? So people are out there listening to us, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And also, I want to say personally to Larry D. If you're watching this, it's Cameron. You know me. It's aka Diego. I'm sorry about the tragic thing that happened. But I want to personally say in front of everybody here on any Nice Guy Indie Podcast and to Larry D himself that very soon I'm actually going to be coming into some funds from I can't say where, but it's from my personal life. But I want to donate $1,000 to Larry D.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Because he's trained me, even though I've been to his training thing once. I mean, because I had some things going on in my personal life that I couldn't go back. But Larry D has always been there for me, and I perform for him, and I love him.
We always take donations here at the Nice Guy podcast too.
Hey, you guys are my brothers. You know that. I got you.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna send me a grand, man. I'll take 20.
Yeah,
I'll take a sack. I'll take a sack of 10 from White Castle right now.
Yeah. Hey, White Castle's be on fire right now.
You would.
I'm hungry as a motherfucker.
30 sack.
I'll take some White Castles and a $20 bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny.
Would you challenge Sean?
Would you challenge Sean for a 30 sack?
Yes, with my duck.
I got you guys. You guys been my brothers for a while now,
Yes,
so I got you back.
We support
right,
you, man.
Cam.
We appreciate you, buddy.
And Cameron, I want to thank you for calling me last week when I was in the hospital.
But he
I
don't want
appreciate
nobody
you
to know about
checking
his
on-
medical business.
Look, stop.
He
Hey,
gets
no
pissed
problem,
off
bro.
about
Because
that.
you guys are like family to me. You came pick me up, and I got to know you guys much better up in person. So when I see one of my brothers, being down and out, I'm just always glad to see that you're back up and doing your thing still.
Well, shit, man, I'm
Thanks,
glad
boss.
you feel that way. I'm down on gas, man. I need about $10 worth. I gotta get Barry back home, man. If I don't get him home,
We
his
got
woman's
on
gonna
White
be mad.
Castle first.
Yeah,
Let's have a White Castle first.
I'm gonna need you to Venmo me about $10. I'm gonna put 5 in gas, and I'm gonna get me and him a couple sliders.
Man, I just live 1 mile away, so you're just getting more sliders for yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he don't know that.
He's fucking your game up, ain't he?
You fucking it all up, man.
I live 1 minute.
He gonna
his
give
hustle, man. He's
He's
got a
gonna give
hustle.
Larry 1,000.
Yeah.
Hey, he can get us a sack of 10.
He could get us a sack of 10. No shit.
Guys so full of shit.
Don't screw up his hustle, man. Come on.
Come on. Hey, who is
But
this?
I did.
Yeah.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Well, he's Diego on Facebook. You're Diego on Facebook, aren't you?
Who are you, man?
Well,
Shit.
the thing is that I have 1 more month till I can finally change my name, because I am going to change my name back to Cameron.
Yeah.
Because I'm still I've been working with this with my new
He's on Facebook with
wrestling.
his gimmick name. He's a wrestler. He's on Facebook with his gimmick
Oh,
name.
he's a wrestler. Okay, okay.
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
Yeah, I've been working on this my
who
new
trained
character. Who trained me? Well, lots of people have trained me actually.
He's kind of a
people
journeyman.
like
He moves around.
people like Chris Hensley, Larry Cooter, Uncle Biff.
Y'all were busy
Okay.
talking.
A lot of people from
Get cold,
Tennessee.
but
Okay.
y'all can have some. Yeah, he worked for KPW. Kentucky
Yeah,
Pro
that's right. Also, Scott Diamond. Scott Diamond really trained me.
Yeah.
Skydive. Okay.
Yeah, he's still trained. He's still in training. He's
I'm
been
just
doing some
checking, man.
matches and
I
stuff.
don't know.
Yeah.
I've been out of the game for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a few people still. But
You ever seen the guy walking around that dances like Michael Jackson? You
Or
seen him around
Elvis.
Lexington? That's him.
okay.
Yeah, or Elvis, right? You do Elvis too,
Elvis.
and does
And
Prince.
I do Elvis. I
He's
do
a really
Elvis
good
too.
dancer. He danced like crazy, right, Cameron?
Hey, it takes a lot of practice. Makes me sweat. As long as it gets me, brightens up my day. That's what I got to do.
Heck yeah, man.
Also, you got the entertainment part down.
But I was going to tell you guys, I've been, doing actually, really good with this Samoan character. I know I got to be working on my characters and stuff, but I know that comes later. But ever since I've been doing this, it's like I feel like I can be myself. I feel like I don't have to change for anybody.
Man, if that's that old shit that was in the refrigerator.
No, that's not.
Wendy brung some.
That's the Wendy
But
pizza.
Brandy went some. She brought
Is
some
this
pizza?
the Wendy
Yeah, Wendy
stuff?
brought
Yeah.
some pizza.
Hey, Cameron, we're gonna let you go, buddy. Thank you. We're about to end the show here in a second.
All right, well, y'all take it easy.
All right, Cameron. Thank you,
You
buddy.
too,
Hey, man, keep moonwalking around New Circle.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm going to be celebrating my birthday on Friday, so I'm good.
Happy
Hell
birthday,
yeah,
brother.
brother. Happy early birthday.
What the hell? What was
The hell
that?
was
I don't know.
that? You know.
It was you. Feedback we got
Oh
there.
no, it's back.
Hey, man, that ain't that old shit in the refrigerator. is it?
No.
No. That's Austin Diamond's
trust this
pizza
motherfucker.
inside the refrigerator.
That's Enzo's
We
pizza.
already know Sean ain't anything.
Trying to eat anything.
That's Enzo's pizza.
I've seen his exes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And at that note, we're at the end of the show, guys. We've been on here almost 2 hours. At this point, I'll let everybody tell their last words. So, who wants to go first?
Oh, I'll go.
Oh, Bear.
I'm gonna give you a piece of pizza.
Bear's in there drinking tequila again.
No, she brought peach.
Peach what? Peach oil?
Yep.
Damn.
Good
she
night,
brought-
folks. Good time.
Yeah.
Good people. Wendy, big shout out for the pizza and the booze.
And
Oh, you can't beat
she
that.
got that Patron in there. That
She got
Crown
that peach
Royal.
Crown, boy, that's it.
Yeah,
Wild
for
turkey.
sure. Thank you, Wendy, for coming through with the liquor and the pizza. As always, it's always a good time here on the Andy Podcast. We always have fun.
And we love
We're
having
sorry
you.
Kelly didn't make it, but we tried to cover for him, but
We'll get him next time, though. And y'all be
he's
back.
definitely
with
going to
him.
reschedule. He's definitely somebody you want to hear from.
And Peanut, I will be reaching out to you.
Definitely would like to get Peanut on here. Like, he's got so much knowledge when it comes to wrestling, just because he's like Sean. He's a super fan.
And I did not realize that me and him live in Kenwick off Henry
And
Clay.
he's from Kenwick, man. Y'all are homies.
Yeah. I've lived there half my life.
But I always have fun when I come to the Andy Podcast. I love this place. You guys support it. Send the stars. Send money to them. Let's keep this thing going. Also, we have shows coming up. The Larry D show.
Legends Never Die.
Legends Never Die, which is what date?
April 29th.
April 29th. We need to make sure we go to that.
And
I think they're about out of front row seats on that.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's almost sold out. So if you want your tickets, you better get them now. They will have some at the door, but if you want good seats, get them while you can.
That's right.
Also, New South Wrestling.
Yep. This
Lawrenceburg.
Friday.
Is it Friday?
Yep.
Yeah.
April 14th, Battle Zone.
Friday down there in Lawrenceburg. You need to go to check that out. Hey, I went down there a couple weekends ago. First time I've seen the building since I wrestled there. He's done so much work on the building. The place looks amazing.
When's Sean versus Johnny match?
Well, you stop it.
We also need to get this Johnny versus Sean match going. We do have a $50
Sean's not
gift
medically
card.
cleared.
Well, as soon as the doctor tells you what's wrong with you, then we can see what kind of
Johnny,
match we
you
can
hot
have.
behind the doctors?
Yes.
So if the doctor says there's something wrong with you, Johnny puts
Bear.
one hand behind his back, it makes it fair.
I'll still have one fist and have a fighting chance.
Shut the fuck up, Johnny.
Man, what if it ain't no good, Johnny?
All right.
Who's
Is it better
next?
than the beer?
Johnny,
Use my-
you
use
go
my
ahead.
legs.
What if it ain't good?
I thought Johnny went first.
I
No.
just want to say,
Bear went first.
I just want to say thank you to Donnie and Bear. Always a pleasure to have you both in here. I want to thank Peanut for calling in. The only guy that had the balls to actually call in besides Cameron. And I want to thank
Don't hit the
all of you that tuned in tonight.
Don't hit the camera, Bear.
I appreciate you. Andrew Brannon. You didn't call in. That's okay. Big John Gilbert. You're awesome.
Andrew's
Hey,
never going to call in when I'm on because
Hey,
he's
that's-
scared of me.
Yeah, but that's his partner in crime, he said.
I'm almost like Andrew's pap ball. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shots fired.
Shots fired.
Hey, not only that, but Big John Gilbert's also had his grandma, so
Who?
I give
Big
her
John
up.
Gilbert.
Big John Gilbert here.
That's another good one that's
You
just
would
come
recognize his ass from Young Rock if you watch it.
747.
Let me bring some pictures in.
I want to thank everybody for watching tonight, guys. Y'all heard everybody. Please go on to Facebook and subscribe to us. It's $5 a month. You get all the backstage things and all the backstage goofy shit that we do. And Johnny likes to put stuff on there all the time. We got a Patreon. You guys can go over there and every little bit helps the podcast keep us going, guys. Go over to Facebook, like, share, and all that stuff, and send some stars because we do need some money to help this thing go on and keep on going. We love doing this for you guys. We're going to be at the local shows. We're going to be at Allied Pro Wrestling this weekend down in Corbin. So if you guys want to see us, we're going to be down there. Tickets are on sale to go see that. We got Marvelous Marcus Johnson facing Marty Clay for the title down there.
Yep, yeah, winner takes all.
Winner takes it all. So, guys, get down there. We're going to be down there. New South Wrestling's going to be open down there this Friday. They're going to do a show on Friday. They usually do on Sundays. So, go on down to Lawrenceburg. It's an odd night for those guys. So, Friday night, get down there. Check out Bucks and Muck Catering. They're our sponsor. They'll get some food into your belly if you need if you got a party or a wedding or something like that.
Damn so good.
The food is good. Let them know that Nice Guy Indie Podcast sent you.
And you can contact them through 859-866-8317.
Yeah, what's the zip code down in Lawrenceburg?
40342.
There you go.
You had to think about that.
Johnny knows zip code. Johnny knows numbers.
Don't forget about the belts, man.
Yeah.
How many times?
How could we forget? The man from Pakistan that made these fine belts on this table right here.
I love it.
Finely crafted. Cowhide. You want great titles? Contact the man from Pakistan, people.
Man from Pakistan.
He is actually making a lot of belts
Yes.
for a lot of these promotions
Yes.
around here right now.
Speaking of which, he made EWA Elite Wrestling Alliance World Title that you saw recently last Saturday.
How do you get a hold of
you
him?
were there.
You get a hold of him either through Andy, who can get you a good deal,
Andy's got the deal.
or you can contact Muhammad Jafar himself, the man from Pakistan.
But I would go
He's
through
on our
Andy
group.
because Andy's got the deal.
Yeah, I got the
Damn
deal,
straight.
man. I can hook you up, guys. And check out Royal Lex for all your internet gaming needs. Get them on Facebook and join up with them and tell them the Nice Guy Indie Podcast sent you. Later on tonight on Royal Dark from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning, get them that Nice Guy Indie Podcast sent you for all your internet gaming needs late at night. Those guys stay up late for you. And who else we got? Check out Bobby Blade's YouTube channel. He's got all the old good Kentucky wrestling stuff on there, guys. We're trying to get him up to over 1,000 subscribers, guys. Check out the Nice Guy Indie Podcast on YouTube. Check out New South Wrestling on YouTube, and check out Donnie Green's TikTok. He's on TikTok. He's pretty
got
big on
great
there.
TikToks.
Got some
Yes,
great
he does.
shit on there.
Well, man, my TikToks are great.
They're great.
What, I'm going to make one about your ex.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, can I go now? Because
Oh.
I didn't get to
we're
go.
waiting
I
on
thought you already
man.
went. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was.
I used to go
fast.
No, I didn't. Bear went first.
We're sorry.
You're fine, Donnie.
I
I
know you
accept
hate
your
us.
apology and I forgive you.
Not scared of John.
Go ahead, Sean.
All right,
You're closing, man. You got to.
Bear and Donnie, I appreciate you guys coming in. Sorry we missed Kick and Kelly Charles. Like thank Peanut for calling in. Diego, you're a true brother. Andrew Dubrowning, your Pepos here doing good. We'll take care of him.
he wants them omelets.
He wants that omelet. Andrew Dubrowning gets runny eggs.
What is that feedback?
I don't know.
My phone's off.
Well, it's probably my fault. Anyways, but I'm talking. Don't interrupt me, Donnie. Anyways,
Probably a fucking metal plate in your head.
Probably is a metal plate in his head.
Thank everybody else in. Be sure tune in to our Patreon. Subscribe to the page on Facebook. $5 a month, guys. You get all sorts of fun stuff. Johnny makes up great content.
Yeah.
Andy does too.
Hey, I'm just telling you, if you all don't subscribe just for Johnny's content, y'all are missing out. This
You
dude
tell
is.
you the difference between stinky and beer.
Hey, this
Oh
dude.
God,
right.
don't do it.
This
Don't do
dude
it.
is hilarious.
Johnny,
The stuff he puts out is so funny. I mean,
what
just
you do?
if you
take
do
the
nothing
beer?
else but just subscribe just for his content alone, it's
That's
Close
it.
out.
And I want to say
just
this: stay nice.
I just
Go
want to
ahead,
say
Johnny.
this.
Oh God, he's going to say
One
it.
quick thing. I just want to say, every man
He's not
loves
gonna
pussy
stop.
more than beer, right? Well, if that pussy stinks, my man, go for the beer. Because if you're going to be hitting it all night, don't turn your head, because when you turn it left, you're going to be knocked out real fast. Because that pussy, woo, stinks.
Hey, Johnny,
Hey, did we open the show?
if you're not having fun,
You ain't getting none.
Damn Skippy.
Damn Skippy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeet, yeet.
we did start the
what the
show.
We
fuck?
opened the show with that. We closed it with that. I mean, what-
Andy
All
Podcast.
right, what the fuck's up with the
Oh God.
thumbnail and Donnie
What your
Green
mama said.
with the wig?
Anyways,
Hey, see? Real men.
you guys
wear
go
wigs.
on your little rinky-dink bullshit
Johnny Green with
podcast.
the-
Oh,
dear
Lord. Ooh, yeah!
those were
Dog
expensive
up
shoes.
jazz.
Man.
They
You
do a
guys-
I was giving him a compliment, fucker.
This is a Zodiac. I'm telling you now, meditate, elevate, and dominate. Do it with the Nice Guy Indie podcast.
He really is.
Hell yeah. Thanks for him.
I'm gonna be his dad.
What's up? Oh, I know.
This motherfucker's the star of your show. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
No, hey,
Bear, who's the star of the show?
Donnie.
Fucking Johnny.
I know.
I'm telling you right fucking now. He's the star of the
No
show.
filter, and he don't give a
No filter, don't give a fuck. He just says whatever hits his mind comes out of his mouth, and it's fucking hilarious.
Perfect.
Not saying it's great, like it's appropriate,
Yeah.
but
It's
it's
not.
fucking hilarious.
not.
He's great.
Hey, dude,
So,
I'm telling you
Sometimes
right
it's so inappropriate you're scared to laugh at it because so you don't want to be associated